All right, boom, boom, boom. We are back. Session 9. Let's have Mark roll a d8.
Shouldn't that be a D6?
Yeah, it's actually make it a d6. I won't even be in it.
2.
2? That's you.
Fuck.
It's never me.
It was me last week. Can we
No,
not do?
I came up with it last week.
Oh right, because I deferred.
This is session 9.
Session 9. Okay, actually, because you rolled, you'll be 1. That makes Summer's pick.
A question?
Can Mark be negative
Can be
1?
anything?
Anything. D&D. It's for for your characters.
Oh right. I have 1. Everybody write a haiku.
That's not,
Don't.
That's not a question, that's a task.
I don't have the brain power to do that right now.
I have like 6 ready.
Shut up. You have to write a new
5, 7, and
Who do you hate the most?
one. In the party.
In
Lenora.
general.
in general.
In general.
Who does your character
Who's
hate
your
the most,
biggest-
and why?
Yeah, and why?
Can it be a concept or?
It
Does
can
it
be
have
a
to be a person?
concept. It can. What do you really just despise? What really gets your goat?
What gets your goat going?
Really grinds my gears.
What grinds Soot's gears?
Unoiled gears.
Writing paper.
Anything that when they're not properly oiled.
Anything not made out of wood.
Jitney?
Excuse me.
Not
Easiest
made out of
question
wood.
for Mulligan
Wood,
to
brass,
ever answer.
steel.
Who do you hate the most?
Yeah,
That's difficult.
that's
Yeah,
Or
Mully
what?
doesn't
What?
hate anything.
that's
Or
not
what?
true.
That's also not true.
Or what do you hate the most?
No, Mully doesn't
Mulligan's-
hate, but he doesn't love either. He's
Mulligan's
just
like,
blah.
which one do I pick?
That's correct.
It's not. Oh man, I don't hate anybody. It's who.
Or what?
I hate so many things. It's hard to pick. Who, what, where, when, and why. Who, when, when,
Fucking Spy Kids reference.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, I remember that dude.
What do I do to run up this serving? I know the wood to hide this silence.
Now, should this be shared or not? That's the real question. Or is this something for your characters to really just think about?
It does not have to
You have
be
a
shared.
hat.
If it's shared, it would tie.
Steal
If
my
it's not, I mean,
hair.
I don't
My
know.
hair.
Your hair's fine.
Trying to think if my character hates this person or is just completely indifferent towards
My
him.
hair rotation. Oh, yes, that's a fair.
Because mine would tie into my backstory. So I would say don't share it.
Don't share.
Have one hair.
Because I feel like this will tie to people's backstories possibly.
And if you want it to be organic in how we know it, I'd say don't share it.
What's the
I,
question?
I completely forgot.
Who do we hate in
It
the
does
party?
not have to be
No.
someone in
No,
the party.
in
No.
Who
the
does your
world.
character hate the most?
I thought it had to
Oh.
be someone in the party.
God.
Like, oh,
Joe, if you say in the party and choose my character, we're fighting.
Do you have another pen? Because I never have pens anymore.
Oh.
It's okay for you to
Today's
hate
the
my
last
I saw it in there. Thanks.
overview for the new
Feel like alfalfa.
classes.
Yes.
Sorcerer was like 2 or 3
No,
days
today's
ago.
not the last.
I
Because
thought
cleric.
Today was Bard.
No, today was cleric. Sorcerer. Yesterday was monk. Yesterday was sorcerer. Today was cleric. The day before that was monk. They still haven't done. I thought there was one more they haven't done yet. Or have they done all of them?
They did fighter. They
They
did
did fighter,
barbarian.
paladin, rogue.
Did they do barbarian?
Yeah, they did barbarian. Fighter, paladin, rogue, barbarian. No, they've done wizard, warlock, and sorcerer. Was today the last one?
I thought today was Bard.
No, they didn't do bard. That's the only one they haven't done yet. Today was cleric. I said.
Let me get
Oh,
3
I forgot
attacks
to
on
say that.
enemies and then just completely
I gotta send
put their
Joe.
movement to 0.
I gotta send Joe the
I
bard
don't know
one. I
what's-
think I sent you Danielle the sorcerer one yesterday.
You did.
You go on my walkthrough, I gotta listen to it.
The ranger one's up for you. I've sent Summer
Thank
the
you.
druid one.
I read a lot of it, I just haven't. I
You
just
wanna
want to
just
listen to
keep
it.
it
It's not
He needs to write down
100%. Like
stuff.
it is just them talking, so there is
there is.
definitely minutia and stuff that is being missed and stuff like that because it's just them going over stuff loosely. But it seems like a lot of them are just like, let's just make everyone more powerful. I hope they also did that to the enemies.
Yeah, 6 hours ago was cleric.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought Bard was.
that should be tomorrow. Then. It's probably already up on their channel saying tomorrow's video. Upcoming Bard tomorrow. 12 o'clock. What size?
Give me the larger one.
Oh yeah, that is technically a load.
Gracias. Damn it, Danielle.
Gosh, Daniel.
You're a...
Whatever, bitches.
All right, so everyone's had an opportunity to think about who they hate.
Yeah.
You can keep that part to yourselves.
Sick.
Something for you to mull on.
You make it.
So, quick recap, because there's really not a lot to cover. After all of Nylums' few agreed to take on their first mission as adventurers as a group, you decided, after looking at what was available to you in your current adventuring rank, you decided to go with help a boy whose sister had been trapped inside of a mirror. In doing so, you went to the cobbler shop where his family had been making shoes, and you investigated into this mirror. But in doing so, slowly each one of you seemingly were swapped with a duplicate or a mirror image, who then you took it upon themselves to further trap each one of you inside until the entire party had been trapped inside of this mirror dimension. After arriving in this, you were trying to find your way through this maze, sometimes running into your party members, sometimes running into mirror images of your friends. Some of you managed to catch on to the slight subtle differences, and other ones were being led by these mirror images to the center of the maze through their own accord. But once they seemingly were discovered, that's when they got defensive and took the attack. But each of you, in one manner or another, eventually found your way to the center of this labyrinth. There you saw a massive tree surrounded by a number of seemingly egg sacs, pushed over tables and different pieces of furniture, and you found a beautiful woman with the lower half of a large spider tending to this web that stretched up into the sky itself. After engaging with her, you learned that she was known as a weaver. She weaves people's fates. You got glimpses of people's choices being made in these threads that tie people together, and how it leads them down certain paths that are woven throughout this tree. As the conversation was not progressing in a manner in which you deemed suitable, some of you decided to take on the attack in this moment, starting a fight to ensue. After the fight continued to go forward, eventually taking some of you partially almost down under the fight, grabbing Dove and holding her up, ready to strike her down as she laid there nearly on death's door. She grabbed her, and as she held her in the air, her head shot back as her eyes underneath her sash started to glow from underneath. As she came back to herself, all of you can see as this happened, as she looked at Dove through the bandanas as she is blind, and merely said, "Not yet," and let her go. At which point she said, "Leave," and started to climb back up the tree and go back to tending her webs.
Where's the tree?
Over there.
I light it on
I'll
fire.
get it. I'll get
No,
it.
we're not lighting it on fire.
Do you want me to get the tree?
There he is.
Ow, we were so cool.
Did you say we're so cool?
Got our asses kicked. We're not cool.
Yeah. It's a tree.
And that's facts.
And the spider's taking me.
The spider let you go.
No, I can't go back. Ah!
To the tree.
While you all were
Can't hold
in the middle of this fight, Dust had attempted to try to calm the situation, at which point she seemingly stopped her assault for a moment on one of the bodies hanging from the tree. But in that moment, another attack had been volleyed at her, and she released another arrow into this hanging corpse. Right now, she is currently tending to the webs probably about 60 to 80 feet above your heads.
How are we
No,
supposed
probably
to?
about closer to 60.
How are we supposed to leave?
I say we just get back into the maze for now.
I say
We should not get back
We
into
should
the
not
maze.
get back into the maze. It's how we got lost. You're
Moses,
gonna
you
get
go up there
separated.
and cut that cocoon down, the one with the arrow.
Okay.
I worry that if she does that, she'll attack again.
Pass without a trace of myself, so I would appreciate some cover from you, if that's okay.
I really don't think this is a good idea.
We need to leave, but we don't know how. But we need the cocoon, so we should take it and go.
The cocoon is probably destroyed. Whoever's in it might be most likely dead.
Well, just figure it out. Like, cut it down and
Should
open it
attempt
and see.
To try.
Because there also could be nothing in there.
If that was your loved one
So
or
spicy.
you in there, would you want to be cut down into the top of your head?
I worry that it's our lives or a life that's already gone.
I don't think so. I think we're okay.
I say we cut down the cocoon and leave. What do you think?
Maybe we can just
I then
ask
look at
her how
Dimitri
to
and
leave.
Julian. What do you guys think?
What do I
You
think?
mean
Sick, great.
I
Alright.
think I cast aid on the cocoon. Can I do that? It's 30 feet.
What is the 8 spell?
Aid. Your spell bolsters your. You choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit points maximum the current hit point increased by 5 for the duration. So, how many cocoons were there?
One of interest.
One of interest.
So I would choose.
Does it need to be a
one
live
cocoon.
creature?
I would hope that maybe there's a little flesh hanging out of the cocoon or something.
Well,
Well-
I'm saying does it need to be a live creature?
No. 3 creature. Just choose up to 3 creatures within range.
There are a number of cocoons actually hanging. There's the one with 2 arrows sticking out of it,
That we're interested in, because she keeps attacking it.
and then there is like 3 or 4 others, in various states. Some of them look kind of more like a teardrop shape, and there's 2 others that look to be still in this very much like standard like pill shape.
I cannot change my spells. Is that correct? Because we're
Not in
still
the middle right
seeing-
now. Yeah.
Okay, so I cast aid on the 3, including the one with the 2 arrows, and the other 2 that look in the pill shape. So that'd be all 3. So yeah, if that's something I can do within
You can
range,
cast it,
30.
though.
Yeah.
I do feel like though anything we do to the tree, she's very intimate with this web. She's gonna feel no matter what if we cut the cocoon out or.
She just wants us to leave. So as long as we get the cocoons out and find our way out, she won't bother us.
I was able to talk to her briefly as it was. And maybe we can. Obviously, we're not doing anything physical to this being, right? Clearly, we tried quite hard to do harm to her, and it was for
Pointless.
nothing. It was pointless. So the worst that we can do is maybe just ask her a few questions.
We already tried that.
And she,
I'm sure
We
she
were
beat
also-
the shit out of us.
Well, now that she wants us to leave, maybe she could help us with that endeavor to get out.
do you want to talk to her? Or you want me to talk
We
to her?
also
We
attacked
also have
first.
no idea how to get out of here. So if we
That's
just
so
go
we
wandering
should
around
ask
in the
her.
maze, it's not going to get us anywhere.
Mary, does rock paper scissors? Who wants to talk to her?
I'll talk to her. You're the one that constricted her with your tentacles or whatever.
Make fun of my tentacles.
Can you do it on the opposite side of the cocoon? 'Cause I really want to try to fly up and see if I can.
Sure. I'll start walking around to the opposite side of the tree to the
I
cocoon.
I already cast aid on the 3, just Mulian to Mose. The 2 pill ones, and then the one with the arrow sticking out.
Has she returned to singing yet?
I was gonna
Oh,
say
no.
if you
She
could
is
match
not.
her melody.
She seems to be just tending to the webs.
Can I try to recall the song that I was playing to get her to come down the first time and match it? Try to
Performance check.
beckon her down.
It's like,
Is there any way I can try to like say hum the tune as well as my recollection allows to try to help him get the tune as well? I'm trying to help
You
him.
can roll separately.
Well,
25.
he ruins your fucking
Nat 1.
Yeah!
Can I get an inch bonus?
Was it actually a 1?
It was actually a 1.
I rolled a 25, and you're
So I'm just like.
Can you imagine
Dun, 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 dun.
two homeless guys approach you, one with like a guitar and the other one humming to the fucking tune, and they're like, "Can you tell us how to get out of here?"
Well, this guy's like, he's like singing this melodic thing. He's like, this land is your land.
Like after you attack someone, you try and make it up by like playing music and humming. You're like,
We
I
are
was
the
talking
world.
about
It's like,
Right.
it's like that video of all the
Like-
video of all the celebrities singing.
As Gus is trying to talk to Spider Lady and Smoker's trying to get the cocoons, I want to investigate the actual like bottom half of the tree and see if there's like a door or anything that leads to our world.
Um,
Our world.
So as Dust, you start to fall back. You recall the tune, you start to play it back, following the natural melody of the thing, and you can. After a minute or two, she starts to hum, but she's kind of just working and just dealing and just kind of tending to the different areas of it. You see her start to spin new webs and different things and keep track of all the stuff. And Isaac is just very off key, trying to hum along at this moment.
Just go explore.
You
something.
guys-
Just stay in the cat. Stay
You
in
look
the
around,
central.
and you actually see two doppelgangers, not doppelgangers, two of these mirror versions come out of the maze carrying their own dead. Like, just literally carrying them in, and they go and lay them down in, like, a line.
Oh,
Okay.
They're at the far opposite side from you guys. They're coming out of those bottom two doors, and and you watch they lay them down, and then the two of them walk back right into the maze, assuming to go find the rest of their siblings. What happens?
Damn.
Can I climb on top of the wall?
Can I have you roll a athletics check?
What do I see?
24.
24. You find an area where there's a bit of already some stuff piled up, and you use that, and then because it was near one of those web sacks, although it's difficult to move, it adds a little bit of stickiness, allowing you to actually get a better hold. It's kind of a pain to take your hand off, but it allows you to actually climb the wall a little bit easier.
I'm
And
trying
you
to
get
scan from overhead if there's any sort of like exit in this maze or like.
roll a perception check.
18.
As you look out, you can see far off the edge of the maze, and you don't see anything beyond it. It feels as though there's just this very much like ethereal swirl, like when two liquids of different densities are being melded, and they're kind of just swirling around each other and trying to find a semblance of separation, but keep getting mixed back. There's little globules of different colored material floating through the sky.
Is there like an opening that leads out of the maze?
No, seen from that, you kind of just see the outer wall of areas from where you're standing, and it feels as though it's like just like a floating maze.
What's above?
When you look above, you just see the tree just kind of like expand to a point where it almost becomes one with the sky itself. It's kind of weird as you look up, as it just ever grows. It's looking at, when you look at this tree, it feels like you're looking at a mountain upside down. And this, where you're looking at, is just the peak. And that you watch as it grows and grows and grows until it culminates back into the sky itself. It looks like an upside down mountain of web. Doug, can I have you roll? You're looking around the bottom of the tree.
Yeah, I'm looking around the
Can
bottom
I
of the
have
tree.
you roll an investigation check?
No.
If I can't play for my life, can I help her? Or am I just sitting there still humming?
You can try to do other stuff as well.
I'll try to help her.
Let's have
Because
you-
Dust literally just looks at me and
what
like
is
glares at me, and I'm
Isaac
like,
actually trying to do here? What is Isaac trying to do in this moment? there's a number of
Isaac wants to
different
leave.
things
No, we
scattered
can't leave.
throughout
I don't know what to do.
this large chamber. There seems to be like there are sacks of not eggs that did not burst. There are
Okay.
things that are kind of almost resembling piles that have a thin web-like structure just over top of them, merely seemingly just to act almost as like a target. There's pieces of furniture and tables and stuff like that.
Do I see any structure resembling like a shed or
Mhm.
something that would resemble like an archway or something?
No, nothing like that.
No. Okay. I would look around, try to look for something. No, if I don't see anything like that.
What'd you get?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Looking around the bottom seems to merely be a tree trunk. You watch as the roots throughout it just bury themselves into the stone itself. There's areas of dirt around, semblant closer to the trunk itself, but the roots stretch out and sometimes like serpentine through in the stone, as though like the stone was laid after the tree.
Duff,
Okay.
are you able to cast detect magic? See if there's any source of magic that's stronger on the tree than the rest of it.
I think I got rid of that.
You cast detect magic on the tree.
Can I fly up to the cocoon that's been shot by two
I
arrows?
That's
I'm gonna try to be sneaky about it.
No, I can't.
Okay, you fly up.
Oh.
Okay.
What are you trying?
Oh, go
what
ahead.
do you do once you're at the
Well,
cocoon? You're flying
if
alongside
she's
it.
going up.
Okay.
Okay, so I remember I was trying to cut it down.
You made one attack on the thread, and you did also cut into it.
Can I assess this cocoon to see if it's bleeding from where it was shot?
Looking at it quickly, you can see there is like an ichor, like this faint mucus green ooze coming out of where these arrows were lodged in. You see as where the arrows sunk, the cocoon itself is like a web material. So it didn't like puncture. It pulled it in and then punctured. So you can see where it like the whole thing got sucked in. And there's just this faint. There's this trail of like this green mucus coming out of where the arrows are lodged.
I would like to, if that's a weak point, try to pry that open.
You cut up into it earlier. Let's have you roll a strength check. DC on this is going to be 15.
Also, on a side note, I'd like to look at the sacks that weren't ripped. That's what I was spending my time on. When you want to get back whenever.
Yeah, have a look. 5. You've always heard that spider silk is as strong as steel, and in this moment you feel it with as the smallest fibers you strike to grab, and you're just having a hard time ripping them apart. You were able to cut it with your knife, so you might be able to either cut it down or you might be able to cut it open. So if you made an attack, there is only, comparative to the rest, it is hanging on by a thin ish strand. It's strong, but it can be cut. You've proven that.
Can I... Who's nearest to me right now?
So where are you physically?
I am...
The cocoon
the
is on the
tree?
right-hand side of the tree, from my perspective.
So here.
No, from my perspective. Right-hand
So
side, on Danielle's side.
where
Is
my
dust
side?
colored in?
Okay, same as before. So, because I know you... Did you go?
Dust
With-
went to the other side, and Isaac is
So-
currently looking around.
Dust is
I
over
am watching.
there.
I am watching you on the branches, but I'm also trying to investigate downstairs.
Are you on the branch? Would
I'm
you
not,
be on?
I'm not on the branch, I'm flying
Yeah.
by it.
Okay. So you're here.
To it, like,
Isaac, where are you?
I imagine I'm closer to the
Falling.
corner by the barrel. The barrel in front of you.
William, where are you?
I would be probably pretty close to where Moses, but like obviously not up there. Like looking up like this.
Okay, great.
So if
So
you
you're
get
here.
me like close to like right under her.
Dimitri, where are you?
On the wall.
oh yeah.
Probably in the corner.
Sick.
Don't die.
Can I have you roll Can I have you roll a d6 first, Isaac?
Yay!
Can you hand me my character?
1.
Chuck me my character. Thank you.
Can I have you roll an investigation check?
20. 3.
23. You look in, and there's a under this. You seemingly it's a very thin film over top of it. It is actually you're able to kind of like peel it apart with your hands or with a dagger. As you start to like cut into it, you can see it's kind of actually like just a pile of weaponry. A lot of it is just like bows with strings that have snapped, like rusted over short swords. As you look into it, there's a number of different weapons. There's some short swords, a long sword. There's a broken shield. There is some daggers, and there's also a number of this very nice looking quiver with a handful of arrows in it.
So now I'm going to grab the quiver. So I'm guessing that's what caught my eye.
You look in, and this is that's probably the nicest looking thing in this whole group.
It's actually a mimic.
It eats my arm. I have 8 health. Do I live?
Can
I'm
I
going to grab the quiver just as an extra thing.
can I go through each of the doors and see if I can find that symbol that was on the back of the mirror?
None of these are doors. These are just passageways.
Oh,
I just
okay,
I wasn't
fine.
ripping off
That's
the doors on each of them.
That's fine.
Those are all the different entrances that you guys could have entered through.
O Weaver of Fate, if I cannot see your sight, can you lend me your voice?
So I stand by William now.
Have you roll a persuasion check.
Andre's like,
Good
oh,
at
Black
those.
Betty. Oh, Black Betty. Bam, lamb.
No, I'm Wambulance.
Stop speaking in
Double
haiku.
Is it a 1?
It's a 1, but I don't get a inspiration because all my persuasion checks are automatically 10. So 18.
The bottom haiku.
Oh, it's the bottom haiku.
Rolled a 1.
It still is a natural one.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can still do it. I'm not
Sure.
gonna take that away.
I feel like I'm cheating with that effect, so
You have
Fine.
expertise. You have that effect at level 3.
yeah, that's level 3, silver time.
Oh god damn.
Yeah.
God damn. I don't know as a DM how to react to a natural one then, because the natural one.
I like to use
Here's
this.
the other thing.
I'm
You need to
forcing
respond.
myself.
He spoke in haiku, so you need to respond in haiku.
Yeah.
That's really great that you picked up on that because it was not haiku in my head.
I'm like, you sound like, this 5, 7, 5.
Yeah.
Stop speaking. Stop
That-
only speaking. in
That's
haiku.
out of 5e.
Natural
That's a
waves.
5e rule. That's not a
Oh,
Zubek rule.
Oh my god, wait, what?
If
Oh,
someone-
Weaver of Fate,
Yeah.
if you cannot lend me your
It was.
Sight.
You can't.
if you can't
Lend me your sight.
It was if you can't, yeah.
Yeah,
It was really if I can't see your sight. If I can't see your sight. Yeah, it doesn't work.
If I cannot see your sight,
What was the
Still,
last
answer
one?
in
I
haiku.
can't remember.
What is it that you wish?
Show me your voice. We need the way to get back to our home. I can already feel your strands of fate wrapping around our necks, and I'd like to get back to the place where you don't have quite a constriction on all of us.
Your fates are not mine to lead. You are beyond my reach. Your fate is determined by others at this point. That is why I let you be. This is not where you die today. At least not by my hand.
But you
Or by
have
the hand of my kin.
clearly that wasn't the case for the family.
Their fate was determined to be thus. Yours is not.
Who controls you?
Have you ever?
Who do you
who
work
do you
for?
work for?
Give me the manager.
Have you ever walked somewhere? You left your home absent-mindedly and somehow arrived at your destination. You walked there without thinking, acting on instinct.
Many times, yes.
That is what this weave is. I do it as the weave sees it.
So it's just instinct for you.
I gave up my sight to feel how it should be woven. And I weave it the way it's meant to be.
still have to get home.
That you do. That you do.
Is there anything that you could do to assist us getting out of here? Because we are not quite sure how we ended up here in the first place.
I shall think on the matter.
Does that occur over the course of hundreds of years or in mortal time?
You won't age here.
That's so relief. Thank you so much.
I shall be back shortly.
And she left.
Fine.
Damn it.
She's very close. She's kind of now humming to herself. You watch as she snips part of the web and then cleans up areas. You see areas that have faded and started to wilt. And she takes away. And then others where she attaches more strands to make them stronger. You pull out the quiver. As you look through, you can see a number of other weapons in there as well. But
Anything else that would catch my eye, or is they're all rusted? I imagine.
they all have a faint amount of rust. Some of them are in better condition and pretty good condition. A series of mainly short swords, bows, and daggers.
I'm primarily looking for things that don't have rust on them.
Not
I
really.
imagine only the quiver's the only thing that didn't.
Yeah, the quiver was covered in dust and a little bit faded. The arrows looked good. More arrows for you to use. Anything else the rest of you are trying to do?
I'd look at the next bag if I can.
Take out. I have a sickle in my weapons inventory. I'd like to try that this time. In attempts to cut down the arrowed
Have
sack.
you roll an attack?
Before I do this, though, I look down at you and try to get your attention, and I gesture for you to try to catch this.
How high up is it?
It's about 30 feet up. You just get a faint image of your other leg snap.
And fate is weird here. Alternate histories are being written at any point.
Tiny hole.
This is here, I have
Do
this.
I notice
You
her,
will
her
have
gesture that?
you will have advantage on this because it's not stationary and you're current. And it,
How do I roll an attack on?
just roll a d20. It's just rolling an attack with the, and you roll 2 when you take the higher.
I would have loved if we got it.
This is advantage.
I didn't try.
I'd actually like to take some of the. If I notice her about to throw something out.
21?
21.
Jesus Christ!
Go. Pull it back. Cut the strand clean through the curvature of the blade. As it kind of like it kind of ended up riding along it, almost acting like a saw, just shearing through it. The whole thing drops down right, and you step out of the way.
Fuck yeah.
You just take it. You like hobble back a couple of steps. You watch it go right onto the ground in front of you. There's a faint squishing sound as it does.
Okay, so
as you watch this from 3 of the areas where the 2 arrows and 1 other just little bits.
So like
Too late for
I,
what
as
I
a
was gonna
player, kind of know where this is going. Just Moolian with medical experience, maybe.
You've never seen this.
No.
You've never seen this green goo
No.
come out of it.
Okay. All right. I gesture to you.
I look up to see if she cares or notices.
Does not seem to react.
Rizzing her.
She looks at you with unseeing eyes and just goes back to her web.
Okay.
I was worried that I was worried she was gonna kill you right now.
What are you doing?
Who wants me to open it up?
Why don't you just speak?
Because we have to be quiet.
She already knows.
She already knows.
Yeah, but
Nice.
I should she's pretend she. Okay.
Okay,
Fly
You
down.
wanna
Give
roll
her the
another investigation
BOTD.
check? We're checking out another one of the areas.
Dimitri.
Do I see any of the doppelgangers wandering around?
In this time, as you guys, this has been a couple of, at least like another 10 or 15 minutes have gone by, you see another one come out carrying another one of the bodies.
Can I walk over to them on the wall?
Can I die and switch to doppelganger?
They look
How we go
He
from
puts it down.
exacties?
next to the other 3, the other 2. It's now 3 in a line.
I don't want to die.
Rudy.
And you watch as as they grab, they seemingly like go to the tree and like pull out like waxy, and then lay it over each of them, and then they look at you and make direct like eye contact with you. You watch as their whole body like shifts a couple of times, and then they just walk back into the maze.
How do we leave?
Just walk in.
Huh?
They just walk in to the
Oh, you
maze.
just ignore me?
They completely ignore you.
Okay.
Look at the bags.
What?
Look at the bags.
You don't have to actually whisper. You can just say you're whispering.
I find it more fun to actually whisper.
I can't actually fucking hear you. I'm deaf.
They're standing right
No,
next to
you-
each other.
You're dumb. You're not.
Ah,
Look, say in the egg bay.
what bag bay?
Look, say in the egg bay.
Where are you? I have to look in the bag, eh?
Look in
You
the
wanna
bag.
see
There's a little
Thor
girl about to
on
pop out and cause
the
terror
egg
everywhere.
bay.
I look in
Defend
the
the egg
bag.
bag.
I don't know where the fuck this bag is. Where's
I'm
the bag?
pointing at to what I'm looking at, like the things I'm investigating.
Thank you. I go over to Yizak and I look in the bag.
Is this a separate one?
I was just like, there's some weapons in this one. Look at a different one.
Okay, I'll look in the different one.
Alright.
There's a different one.
Are you both looking at different ones?
Yeah, I was gonna look at a different
I'm
one.
gonna walk back over to the rest of the group.
You need healing.
I have 3.
Can I have the two of you each make an investigation check?
So
No.
here's the thing.
And then what are the
Most of the time, healing is not
I
really
do a
worth
cool
it for
slide
a cleric,
across.
so you go down. Just so you know.
I would cast it
11
on
that
myself,
time.
but I'm out of spell slot.
6.
6?
Six.
You have to cure
Yeah.
I'd like to give this on her.
I do,
Carry
but
one.
I'm
It's
out of
different.
spell slots.
Oh, wait,
You
I
need
forgot.
spell
Hand
slots
this,
for
hand this one to
Yes.
Zubat.
Oh.
Because he was the first person
We're gonna
here.
ride this out until you go down.
He was the first player here. First player here always gets
And
It's
I brought you a
inspiration.
water bottle.
yes.
I'm hoping you find something.
11.
Also,
My rolls,
just show
my
it.
dice suck.
Can I roll for her?
Please do it. Okay.
Both of you looking through these different areas. You look through yours, and you find it seems to be a pile of like personal items.
I can do something
There
later.
is
This is depressing.
there is some clothing. There's jackets and dresses.
Oh my god, you slayed this.
you see different people's like necklaces like twined with like a thing up with like a either like a little stone or something at the bottom. You see this like bone carved pipe. It's like whitish. It's kind of look like an ivory pipe. You can see a number of like small like copper and brass rings and different things like that. Like 2 or 3 of them are gold and stuff like that.
This is getting too personal for me. This reminds me of like wedding rings after like certain historical events. I'm like,
You
What
look
guys
in
find over
yours.
there?
Yours seemingly is
that one is
just
a
this
pile of weapons. This one is a
absolute
bunch of
pile
clothes and
of just
personal
like
effects.
there's just pieces of wood and lumber. There's like this like iron like small little iron box. There's like nails and
What's in the box?
what's in the box.
What's in the box?
You look at it and it you take a closer look at it and there does not it's about like a 6-inch by 6-inch cube
Mhm.
with no seemingly keyhole. It's just like it's a block.
Take the block.
I am taking the block.
Serious
Also-
You can
cube.
see as you hold it there are bands on it like different like kind of like a Rubik's cube but
wait.
not symmetrical. Like they're kind of vary in different shapes in different areas and there's like circles in different spots too, and like
What?
cylinders.
I have a question. What? So if I use this sorcery point, I get back one of my spell slots. that
There's
what-
a conversion thing, so there's a conversion chart, so you can burn a certain amount of sorcery points to get spells back.
All right, that's right. I gotta find that. Give me one. Still
I'm
pretty.
actually gonna split off towards Dimitri and Wooly and just like let them know, like, hey guys, there's some cool stuff over there if you guys want to investigate over there.
I have a body right here.
You know what? You look like you're busy.
Yeah. We still need the matter of like actually getting out of here.
Dimitri,
I'd like to slice
I'm
your
on
the- I'm on the
cocoon.
wall
Where
still.
would I find
I would just approach you and be
I
like,
look at the
Just
users
a heads
and
up
I'm
and then go
like,
back.
I know where
Just
this
a heads
is.
up, like there's stuff over there.
Converting sorcery.
But then I'm gonna go back to the body.
Have you heard of enzymes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proteins.
Take a look at that.
I'm also gonna cast
is
the
it-
Cure Wounds over myself.
Dimitri, are you doing anything?
How long roughly would it take to get from the center to the edge by running on top of the walls? Not running, by safely walking on top of the walls.
Oh,
Safely walking on top of the
What are those
walls
kinds of things?
probably take you about couple minutes,
Okay.
5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer.
Do you tell anybody that you're doing this?
Yes.
oh, so second. Okay, so second says I need to use 3 sorcery.
3 sorcery points to get a second level spell slot. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm
You
gonna
have
do
3
that.
sorcery points.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
All 3.
I'm using
Get a
all
second level
3 to bring back.
The dead body.
No, I
Revivify.
no. Take 1, and I go back to the box and I cast knock on it.
Maybe you shouldn't do this in the middle of the spider's lair.
Yeah, what if this is like all of the doppelganger stuff? And we're just like stealing it right out from under their noses.
They haven't come to.
Knock.
Knock. It's choose an object that I can see within range.
Unless
Object
it
could be
has
a
an
door.
arcane lock on it, it just
It has an arcane lock.
Son of a bitch!
I
I
think
think
there's,
doppelgangers
That makes it even
Oh,
cooler,
wait.
actually.
there's a rule
Sense of
that
material.
Target is
something.
held
Yeah.
shut by
They-
mental
they live,
block or
like,
is stuck in front of
aesthetic
block
lives.
blobs. So there's multiple blocks on the other block. Choose a ring going can lock to the spell is
Thought we did.
suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be open and shut normally.
And it was inhaled, but it was flushed. So
You choose the target that is held shut with arcane lock. The spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be open and shut normally.
The arcane, you cast knock on it, and you feel as though the
Oh, sorry. Didn't know this already.
as you watch as one of the bands on it loosens, as there are others on
It's a fucking puzzle box.
it. There are multiple locks keeping you out of this small little chest.
Put it in my fucking bag and work on it later.
Are any doppelgangers in the rooms currently with us still?
Paying attention at that moment, you wait a little bit and you see another one come out, carrying 2 of them come out, carrying 1 person between them.
What do they appear as right now?
Right now, they kind of both appear as strangers. They appear like
but-
people.
Okay.
Hey, hi. I know this is a bad time.
Kind of killed some of
This
your
is-
friends. But...
I'm so sorry for like the incidental death we inflicted upon you all. But it's like, is this stuff free? Is this like free stuff? Do you own this stuff? Do you have like ownership?
They look at each other. The other one
Would we be out of line for like taking some of this stuff?
Come and kill your family.
They
Why would you
look.
trip
Shit.
They look at each other. Which is they kind of like nod to each other. They're not saying anything. Neither of them their mouths are opening. Looks back. We have no need for any of it.
Grab all the effects! No.
Ask him how to get out.
There's something potently disquieting of hearing somebody else's voice come out of you, knowing who you are. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Ask him how do we get out.
Do you guys know how to leave the way that we came? Through the mirror in the material wherever we were. Sorry, I don't know what a material plane is.
I'm a material girl.
We tend to the maze, and sometimes the maze opens up, and we go out to hunt. So
So
we bring back food.
is there like a clock you guys run on? For when do you know? Do you have to like catch your 3:30 way out of the maze? Or does it just happen randomly?
You don't feel time move here, but it does.
Okay, great.
But
The next time
she
the
has a
portal
way out when
Oh.
she needs, when she deems it necessary, and the maze is not.
so she can force her way back from here.
Yeah.
I talked to her and she didn't mention that fact.
Wow.
Thank you. Are you guys like actually her children? Or is that like just a metaphor?
What's the relation?
I believe so.
Okay.
You just say yes.
Dimitri, where are you?
On top of the wall.
Who's your daddy? That's your mommy.
Please, just cut the sack. Why are we doing this? Please.
I thought you wanted not to.
No, you can cut the sack. I said I know where this is going, but do it
I
anyway.
go up to Dimitri.
I don't know.
Hi.
Who's
Hi.
your dad?
Hi. Can you see like out over?
Kind of.
He's standing up on top of the wall right now.
Can you see like another like opening like smaller than this opening like somewhere around?
I didn't see it like that previously.
No, it looked
No.
pretty much just like a labyrinth outside of this
It's just a
large
labyrinth.
chamber.
There's not even like an exit outside the wall.
Sick. That's fantastic.
So
The
I
wall
just-
looks
I
kinda
just
like
talked to them.
Outside the wall does kind of look like a weird soup almost, where things are mingling. So I don't know if it's just heat.
Apparently, there are ways of portals back to our home opening up in the maze, but there's not like a predetermined way of like predicting when that occurs. So I guess we just wait
So-
until something
So she
opens
told
up.
us to leave, but there's no way out.
Exactly. So how are we supposed to leave when there's no way out?
You can't die of old age here, but you're gonna wish you
Right,
could.
they don't have a sense of time, so in a way, cause and effect are occurring simultaneously right now. As I speak to all of you, you have heard all these words already. So why am I speaking?
Please cut open the sack.
I open the sack.
It takes you a minute, but you start to slash through it.
3 plus 3, 6.
What?
6. If I have to roll attack on it.
It takes time, but this is stationary in front of you. It's not a very easy thing to do, but you are able to open it up. You start opening it up like halfway, and the entire body is swollen
Yeah,
and looks about like twice as large,
yeah.
Do I
Oh.
recognize
Is that our boy?
and
Or
it is
girl?
covered in a layer of like translucent greenish mucus.
Is
Ew.
there a pulse?
Roll a medicine check.
No worries, guys. They don't own things here, so we can take all of the things
Sick. I took that little box and put it in my
Extremely
bag.
optimistic.
without like feeling like we're stealing from interdimensional deep.
17.
17. There is no pulse.
Alright. Doc.
How do you feel?
Time of death.
Keep
Looks like
investigating
it
through the
was
thing. I'm
probably
trying to
about
find
8
like a
days
scroll
ago.
teleport or something.
Investigating through the one, you find a second you found there was a number of rings, there were some necklaces, there was like coats, a cane,
Oh.
there was like a horn, like kind of like a
The French one?
like a Viking horn, like kind of like one of those style horns.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yes,
comes
another instrument.
out. Not a
Yay.
single sound comes out.
What
Start a
are
band,
the French?
actually.
What is
It's
a
completely
French?
clear, and you're blowing. Not even the sound of your air is leaving it.
Jeopardy.
Do we have a concept of the French in
No,
D&D?
just talking this because I'm curious.
Yeah, there's like a couple of like
Bring me the
smoking
French.
pipes in some of them. A number of them are like wood. Some of them
Where's
look like they're.
Frenchman?
One of them looks like it's porcelain.
It's a race
Um,
in D&D.
And like some of them are really
It's
like
not human.
intricate. Like there's a couple of them that just look like there's like one of them is literally like a corncob pipe. There's like 2 or 3 of them that are like these just wood pipes.
Right.
There's 2 that are metal, like that have like a metal bit, and then they come out, and you can actually see like just like little carvings of like a mountain on one of them, metal. There's another one that
Oh,
kind of
thank you.
it comes out,
Do you
and the
actually
head is kind of like a dragon head, where the smoke comes out. So when you breathe, like breathes out little smoke.
I want all of these, but they seem very personal,
there-
so I don't want to take those.
Is there more bags or barrels or anything like that around?
Yeah, there's a number. There's a couple more sacks.
These are people that
you
died,
guys
so
have
even
gone
I feel
through,
bad doing that.
3 of them.
Great.
Three
Honestly,
others.
honestly.
I'm
Something
just gonna take my
somebody's
time and
died.
just go through all 3.
Not someone I
Alright,
can
roll another
Because-
investigation check.
I'm
Dimitri, you're rushing across the top, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just
you
gonna
use
walk towards the edge.
You
You're
take some
in-
time and you walk across
I
the
just want to see something.
the
I rolled that.
layer of this maze,
Alright, calm
and you
down.
reach the edge.
Well, I'm taking the horn.
Uh,
What if we cut
I'm just
down
gonna
the
take
other
out
sacks?
one of the rations I
There's
have.
two more.
Just
I did cast
throw it.
8 on 2 other sides.
you reach the edge. As you
Should
look
I?
at the edge, you can actually see there is.
Maybe you could
It's as you look as though you're on a floating island.
in them before you
There's
cut
about
them down.
Oh, so they drip.
20 to
Just to see,
30
like,
feet of land that
what
you
they
couldn't
look like
see
first.
as it's on the
Because I
bottom,
think the
and then
mucus
it
was,
just
like, enzymes.
drops.
I think she was
into
dissolving
nothing.
them. This one's
Uh,
so swollen. Looks like a weed.
You just throw
I
it.
don't know.
Oh,
Not when you're giant spiders and
I'll check one of the
You can't
tracks,
even see
if
it.
we can
Falls
find a way out
over the
here.
edge and no idea
Just
where it
guessing.
goes.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
wondering if we can find
Did
some
you
or something.
think- Looking at this, it looks like the land just goes around the
I think
entire
on both-
perimeter, so
it's
you,
something
it
else. Let's
feels
get outta
as
here.
though
are
the maze is on a
this
floating
way.
island.
This way. I
I'm
think
gonna
they're
throw
dumb,
up
like, they're
dancing
just-
Be
lights,
on the bottom.
Yeah.
where it has a range of
So I
120 feet.
think
And
just
just
the pill-shaped ones are
forward.
probably our best option.
They just go out. They don't snuff out. They just
Yeah.
go. You can move.
Dimitri,
down.
you okay?
He's far away. He's at the edge of the maze.
Oh,
I left.
Dimitri.
I send them down 120 feet.
Health
Oh, I'm okay.
But you can't see once they go under. You can't see where they're
I've been
at.
better.
Like far out, you watch them go down and they just go down.
I
Oh
went
no,
down
I'll
in
pull
that
them
fight.
back in and
Huh?
just like.
I went down in that fight.
Oh, because there's a 23 feet of land.
It's 20 feet of land and then it just.
Health-wise, how are you?
Drops off.
3.
Okay, I know my targets.
I'm gonna head back.
Alright,
Head back to the
I
center.
motion for you to come over to me.
Sure.
I motion for you to come over to me.
I'm distracted, so I'm not paying attention. I got a 10.
10.
Yeah.
It takes you some time. You look through. This seemingly has more personal effects.
Oh,
You
sick! I
find
love personal
you
effects.
find some clothing, some braid. There's
Yeah.
There
stay within
is a
30
ton of
feet,
stuff
you
here.
can still work.
so it's a matter of
You
what
can
you
still
actually
cut.
take.
Stay within 30 feet.
There's
okay.
clothing. There is bracelets. There is like earrings. There are shoes. There are
Let's get some shit.
there are a number of like perfume bottles and
cool.
different things like that, like different perfume bottles. Some of them are like pinks, and there's one like jar that there's two that are there's one that's like red, like has like this little like almost like the edible glitter, so it has that like sparkle to it. And when you look through it, you find in addition to that, I keep saying on the lot. There's a lot of personal effects. There's watches and not watches and bracelets, necklaces, different articles of clothing. Seemingly all generally female, whereas yours seemingly was all the guys' stuff. There's smoking pipes, rings, and different things like that.
Is that just
Yours
one
is-
bag, or is that all 3 bags?
This is the one pile. It seems a bunch of personal effects of
Okay.
like women and stuff like that. You see purses, and little bags.
Can I take the pink perfume bottle and open it and smell it?
It smells good.
Die.
What if
It is a bottle. It's a bottle of perfume. You smell it. It smells like perfume.
What about the red one?
The red one.
Go back to doing what
Smell
you're
it.
doing when we all get
Smells
organized
sweet.
before we're ready to leave. Come talk to me.
Alright,
Alright,
put those
thank you.
2 perfume bottles in my bag. And then I go to the next bag and investigate that one.
I found a cane over there. You want a cane?
No, no thanks.
Alright. I don't know if it help you. Whack.
You're having trouble with that horn, right?
Yeah.
I can't treat that.
I can't, like, trying to blow into it, there's no air coming through it at all.
It's probable that we cannot hear, but other things might
Right,
be able
there's
to.
2. There was 3 bags that I
I
was
mean,
by, and then I
can you
searched
hear
1.
air?
Now there's 2 of them left, right?
Okay, well, we could hold on to it, but
I was just gonna take it, look into it later.
Correct.
Let's find
What?
it real quick.
I searched. There
You
was 3
searched?
bags.
There were 3 left.
Okay.
You searched through one of them. There are 2 others.
I'm gonna search the
Yeah,
next
the wedding
one.
rings, yeah, those are all
One of them.
habits.
Yeah.
You get
can I
back.
grab the?
You
I
drop
am
down.
rolling my
Do I see the
fucking
weaver in the tree?
on here.
She's just up there.
Oh, yours.
Yay! Non-nat 20! Finally!
This one, as you get into the next pile of stuff, this one is all clothing.
I'd like to go into the
It
next
is a
pile.
full pile of
This is a terrible
shirts,
flea market.
pants.
Honestly.
There are shirts, pants, shoes, vests, jackets, dresses, just a pile of clothing.
Magic cloak!
I
Anything on sale?
ruined
Oh,
that
sunset.
non-natural 20! Oh, it's fucking close. Okay. I looked through the bag. Which one looks nice?
All of it is kind of like a little bit sticky. They're in various states of disarray.
Okay, great.
Some of them are in pretty good condition compared to others, as some of them look fresher.
What's the freshest one that I see?
If you add any of this to your inventory, write it down.
I am.
No, like actually put it in your inventory.
I will.
As a custom item, please.
As the freshest thing you find is a like a woman's sundress.
I wonder if
Some
that's
high
her
top
sundress.
I'm gonna go to the last fucking bag. Investigate that.
I want to join her with that last bag.
Let's talk. What are the rest of you trying to do stuff as well?
I want to assess the rest of the cocoon shape. I'm looking for one more pill shape, not bottom.
There's another pill shape on the opposite side, and then there's another one on the other side.
I'm gonna go for that one. I fly over.
I scurry around the tree.
I will take my sickle and attempt to cut this one down.
Okay, roll
Actually, not cut it down. I want to slice it open.
slice it up. Okay, roll an attack.
11.
11. It takes time. It's not a quick cut. You sit there for honestly like 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, sawing into this thing with your sickle, and you start to cut it open. As you open it, it starts leaking out as you're opening it, and you open it, you pull it open enough, and you see a face that is lost 90% of its features. All the hair is gone. Most of the features are gone.
I'm not gonna run a medicine check on this one. I'm gonna just push the head back in your closet. And...
Staple gun.
Yikes.
Where did he find us?
I'm just gonna look up at the tree at the Weaver. Just kind of shout out, "Excuse me, Miss Weaver."
You watch as she
Precious.
a web. She descends like on a singular thread upside down, and then lands on her feet right in front of you. Like
I'm
it's-
still on
it's
the walls.
What?
I'm still on the walls.
Yeah, she just lands on top of it.
I worked so hard to summon her.
We asked us
She
to
just really
leave,
goes down for it.
Miss Weaver.
but there's no way out. So, how do we leave?
Tell her she has nice legs.
There is a- That's horrible.
How long have you been holding that one in? At least 20 minutes.
I wanted him to say.
Now you roll a persuasion check. you can just put it down.
Okay. The first one wasn't bad, but the second one's better.
Yeah.
The first one was a 13. Now it's a 15.
Okay.
I'm okay, thanks.
You watch as she stands there for a moment, and it's weird to look as she like her eyes are covered, but you feel like she's looking into you.
Mhm.
It's this odd sensation, and she dropped down and then lowered herself, like her legs bent to be on island. You watch as this faint bluish mist starts to emanate off of her sash.
Where it's like that.
So,
Each of you and your friends may ask one question, and I will answer it as I see it. I'll give you time to think.
What did the pink one smell like again? Sorry.
That was your one question.
Done.
Does this count as a question?
Right.
Do I know the name of the herb that my mother needs?
You do not.
Okay.
I now regrettably. Actually, no. I stay on the wall. I just sit down on the wall, turn to everyone else. She like kind of went back up.
She just climbed down the wall and then climbed back up her tree.
Guys,
Yes.
the Weaver said we can ask her one question and she will answer.
Each.
we can each ask her one question, and she will answer as she sees fit.
Okay.
Okay.
She said
Great.
she'd give us time to think.
Does Lenore get to ask a question?
Okay. Fabulous.
One of us has to ask very specific directions on how to leave and return to our home world, wherever that may be, in the way that we came, basically, through the mirror, essentially. It wouldn't be worth it if we went back to our home and we were in
Weird question, but a
Dragon
compass
Spire.
I feel like that should be our first
between
question.
us, not to the Weaver. Weird question, but not really. Okay. Does a compass work here? No, right?
No.
Compass doesn't
We
work
already
here.
talked
Yeah,
about it.
we already tried it. Yeah.
What about that rock?
But it's in the last
What
bag.
about the rock?
Can
What's the rock?
Can I have both of you roll, or one of you with advantage?
Separate.
Separate.
I don't trust your rolls.
Oh,
I don't trust mine
my
either.
fucking rolls either. Sick.
18.
18. My friggin' D&D does better.
No, roll for initiative. I don't think.
Yeah, let's do this. I have +5 in my initiative.
This is a pile of books and journals.
Taking the bag.
It's not a bag. It's
Oh.
It's a
pile.
pile.
It's like
Taking the
it's like
pile.
a 6 foot by 6 foot pile.
Everyone gets a bag.
There
Everyone gets a
there
book.
are. You start to pull open, and there are people's. There's a number of them that look like work journals. Like these are people who are like jotting down like things. Some of them are like ledgers and different things of trade details and business ventures and things like that. You can see some of them are either like a girl's diary or a gentleman's journal where he would take a recant of each day that he had. Some of them are texts. Looks like some of these people had on their persons, whether it be books of history or books of philosophy and some of science, and some of them are story books, all different things in here.
Everyone's taking a book. Don't care. Everyone's taking 2 books. We're taking the books with us. I start skimming through one of the books.
Do I see a book with a strange symbol that almost looks like a squiggly pattern with a blue thing in the middle? With like weird text?
Looking through with an 18, as you were looking through, there's at the bottom of this pile as you're like just digging through, you shove your arm in up to the shoulder, and you pull out. You feel like a hard book. You pull it out, and it's literally bound in wood. the front of it and the back of it are just slabs of wood.
That's dope.
And it has literally like twine that is holding the whole book together. Like instead of it being like threaded, there's like five holes drilled in through all the pages that are then bind it.
It's a dwarven brooch book.
I must answer these.
It's got a number of runes on it
Oh no, that's right.
on top of the
No, I'm
cover.
kidding.
Am I able to read it?
Not one.
You able to read any of this?
I can, but do I notice the symbols at least?
Yes, he holds up a book with symbols.
No,
Yes,
do I-
100%. You notice that there are different runes and symbols of some sort of ancient language.
Am I gonna get this back?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were a sorcerer, not a wizard.
I am. I love reading.
Do you read Abyssal?
What?
Do you read Abyssal?
No. But I can with my other spells!
Me on the beach today.
Comprehend
How
language!
do I read Abyssal?
Do you have the slots for
Is
it?
that what
I
you
have
say about
one
my
last
people?
slot for it.
Are you using it?
Not right now. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna take. How heavy are all these books?
I can carry this.
Okay, you take this one.
Takes the-
I want it back though. To read.
Sure.
You can
Okay.
use that thing as a weapon.
That's also true.
They do say the pen.
Do
They
I
do
see
say
any other
that
books that,
knowledge
like,
is the greatest.
You
were right, you're
Besides, like,
completely
the,
right.
That was a
Yes.
haiku.
Journals and the diaries.
They do say that knowledge
Jesus.
knowledge is the
If you stutter, you can make
Follow-
anything a haiku. If you just stutter to me about it.
My question is, how many of the books are just smut?
How many books are just smut? No, I'm kidding.
As with also an 18, you start pushing through this pile. You're grabbing. You're making stacks of them. Dove starts to lose herself in a moment, and she literally like tones all of you guys out. You watch as she starts organizing some of the books. She
Take
starts
one
like
aside.
No.
making
Do
a
not take my
stack
books!
of like, okay, this
Why
is
don't you go
journals,
inside?
this is diaries, these are historical texts, these are storybooks. And she starts making piles of like organizing this pile.
Oh my god.
You
Sounds
grab
kinda
one of
cartoony.
them, and it is very. It just feels odd. You grab it, and it almost like the entirety of it is the front and back. It's bound, like it's a solid bound book. The front of it has nothing on it, but it is this opalescent white.
Ooh.
It's flexible and it bends. It's not hard,
Oh.
but light passes through it, seemingly.
Write that down, write that down.
As you look through and you can see like just as light is kind of like you what light is there is in here. You can see as it reflects different elements of it. You start to open the book, and do you speak primordial?
I don't. Hold on. I have to go back to my languages. Celestial, Common, Elvish.
Okay.
That's all I read. I still have my spell slot, but I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to. So.
You cannot make this book out, but it is beyond old.
Okay. So I put that book in my bag. As I'm going through organizing all these books, besides the one that I had, the one that Yizak has, is there any other books that seem interesting? Or
Those are the two. There's a number of different books of stories and history and different things like that. Those two caught the most of your eye.
do I notice while looking through it any books about, or any story about, like,
How much time are you want to sit here? It
As
takes
much
a while.
time!
It takes a while to skim through books. There's a lot of books
I'm
here.
a fast reader.
There is probably close to over 100 books here.
Son
if
of a
not
bitch!
more.
There's one other kind of book
If
I'd
you're
like to look for.
looking for smut books, you
I'm
don't
not
have this
looking
time
for
to get
smut books.
through the plot.
I'm looking for stories or the history of my octopus creature that I'm searching for, or the.
Can she just find a Kindle?
Can I just
Let's
find a
see.
Kindle?
How much time are you willing to spend?
How much time are we willing to?
Well, time stands still here, so.
Is it until the giant
You got
octopus
me.
spider lady just comes down and say, "You guys want your question or what?"
Yeah, honestly, like, I guess 30 minutes, because I'm so engulfed, so I'm not listening to anyone, so I'm just, like, engulfed. So, until one of you fucking touch me and, like, yell at me to, like, stop.
Hey, Dove, do you need any help? You seem to... Are you okay in here?
You want help?
I saw the amount of books you were going through, and it's very intriguing to me.
You want to help?
You're supposed to be thinking of a question.
I will. You want to help? You want to help? I just need to find
reading
something.
can give great
No.
inspiration for many of life's questions.
Do we have any food? 'Cause you might be here for a long time.
I'll spend like
feel
30 minutes on
hungry
this.
I have good
I'm looking
berries.
for like my stories on the cult and the octopus.
Good berry?
I keep looking for.
No, thanks. We don't feel hungry here.
What are the rest of you doing as she spends the next half an hour reading?
I'll help her. Can I help?
Thinking-
Help her
Okay.
organize a bit,
Asking,
and
is
if
anyone
she
gonna
encounters any
ask
books.
how we get out?
Where are you?
On the wall.
Sitting on a wall.
Fucking come down here.
I'm not gonna be able to get back up on this wall.
Why the fuck are you on the wall?
I can see the whole
You're
lot.
trying to find a
She's got
escape.
wings.
Yeah, but I have 3 health and my wing hurts.
I'm trying to solve the problem.
Why don't we all just gather
What's
with these?
the problem?
I mean,
Can you
we-
shimmy
Why don't
over
you
this
just gather
direction?
around me?
Sure.
Okay,
Come
shimmy
near
over there.
me.
Pile of books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come next to the pile of books.
I'm good.
If for
You don't
I
have to
scoot
read, just
over
come
on-
next to
I
it.
just walk.
please sit still for 10 minutes.
Sure.
Come here.
Thank you.
Come here,
Prayer
bitch.
feeling.
Get over here.
I do
Thank
genuinely,
you.
I do genuinely believe that when the cleric says "gather round," we should gather round.
Gather around the campfire
Please,
and sing a
can you
campfire
play
song.
Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar?
Doom, 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 doom,
Harry.
Doom, 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 doom. Once we're on that beat,
Feel inspired.
No.
Yeah, prayer healing. Yeah. So that would be how much healing damage?
Healing damage.
You get 14 points of healing damage all of it.
Woo!
I know it's not healing damage.
Better than 2 of my spells combined.
In the next iteration, it will be.
You what?
Watch the video. They allude to something pretty cool.
Jesus.
Oh.
I have my question though.
Is
I already have.
anyone asking how we get out of here?
I think that's.
I think
what
we're
we need
all
to
gonna ask.
first.
I was going to ask what the exact name of the person who persuaded her to not attack us was. I mean,
Why
I'll ask
did
how to
they
get
let?
out.
I want to know why she let you go.
A why question might get a very, very cryptic answer. It might be better to try to hone in on a specific question and force her to be either give a yes or a no or give a specific name or detail.
We should specify what language, too, that she has to respond in. In common.
That
Otherwise,
might
she
not be
might.
part
in
of
the
it.
first-
Lenora
She's
says
been
that
amicable.
I'll be the one to ask, how do we get out?
I don't think she's
What
a
about
genie. I don't think
asking
she's
her
gonna
to
mess
show
with
us
her
the way
questions.
to get out?
Yeah, but if she could explain.
You've met a genie?
But I'd rather her show us, so that way
I've heard
we can
stories.
follow.
He's
I've
heard
heard
of
the
them in
stories.
Your story.
Well, we're
I'm-
here.
I'm skipping
We're,
in.
we're
Talking.
asking a question, so asking, can you show us the way out? She can say yes.
Or she can say no.
Or she can say
May
no.
you?
May
She can
you?
still say yes. That doesn't mean she'll do it. But if as
Not-
long as
how
she's
about-
not being
Get out.
too much,
We should
ask,
ask.
how do we leave the labyrinth and get home?
We should ask if there are any other members of this family that she might go after.
I think they were the last two.
We
I'm
don't
gonna
know
ask
for
if they're
sure.
really dead.
I think they're all dead.
How many royal families do you know that have bastard children and have the bloodline in them?
Not anymore.
That also
Like
implies
4.
that there are multiple mirrors in existence.
It's a
What?
very precise number.
Oh, I'm just guessing.
You keep accounts?
Nope.
If we go to your tent, are we gonna find like a chalkboard with like full of like things connecting each other?
I have, who spoke with the?
Yeah, go ahead. I brought them
Who
first.
spoke with her?
Who what?
I spoke with one of the doppelgangers and he said that occasionally passageways back to our home open up,
She said
seemingly at random.
specifically
sorry,
our home.
One of the doppelgangers, I did not talk to. She did not give very helpful information on how we get back. She said she would think about it. The doppelganger told me that portals anywhere, I suppose, open up back into either our home or anywhere where they might find prey to feed her. But then she can also force these things to occur if the maze doesn't want us to leave. She can open up a passageway back.
I'm
But
just worried she's gonna send us somewhere worse.
I agree. I think that is a very real possibility that we might return to a plane that is even worse than this one.
Alright.
Somebody may need to ask, if you send us back, are you going to send us back to our home?
But the question is, we have to tell her
Back to the
specifically.
mirror.
Then the question becomes, how do we leave here and return home?
We have to tell her the
That's what
specific
I was
home.
gonna ask.
From where we left.
Specifically, my wording was intentional. I was going to ask, how do we leave this place and get to our home?
That's 2 questions.
It's worded in one.
That's true. But you
The
have
2
to
clauses
be,
in that
but
question.
be
Whose side are you
Pers-
on?
Specific.
Thank you. About home, because she could
Give
just
me
send
a
us to a
question,
random
then I put
home
one
or
question
your
mark at the
home
end
where
of it.
you lived, not
Our hometown.
or our hometown. So we have to
I'll
tell
say, how
her.
do we get back from where we just came from?
Okay.
That's good. I like
Museum.
And Mose, if you want to ask that question, you can ask that question.
In common, how do we get back?
Maybe we can ask her face. If she's
She told me that she's not in control of our fates.
But she knows them because
That depends on perspective. Fate is a fickle thing. Even knowing your fate can change it.
If you guys also want to know
She
about,
has control of it.
if there are any questions you guys have about any personal journeys you guys have to do, I think it's a good chance to use them here.
What?
Are you trying to tell us that you're not going to help us get the fuck out of this place?
There's something I need to take care of, and I think this is a good chance for me to ask that question.
If your question is, can she save your mother? It's probably going to be a resounding no.
I don't even know the herb that I need to find. My question's going to be what's the name of the herb that to save my mom,
And what is she? What if
and
she
where
doesn't
can I
know?
find it?
Has it been 30
She's
minutes?
a weaver of fates. I figure it's my best chance.
As they're talking, I'm trying to talk.
I
and
guess
it's
I
just
should
like,
ask where my red dragon is.
You have a red dragon?
Not yet.
I didn't know that either, but I don't even. But all I know is that
You
I
spent
know.
30 minutes going through.
Oh yeah, I do know.
None
I
of
just
the
don't know
books
what's the name of the herb I need.
are
I've heard
seemingly
rumors of
tied
it.
to that you find
Sick.
specifically.
Alright, I just kind of gently put the books back and then back into the sections that I put in, and
Thank
I
you.
leave them there. I have my white one, you have your wood one. We're good.
Did you find any books that you had trouble reading, or?
A number of them you had trouble reading. They were all very. Some of them were dwarvish. Some of them were elvish that you can read.
I can read.
Some of them were gnomish. There were all sorts of books of different languages. Some of them were in Draconic.
Some in Orcish or Goblin.
There was like a single tablet that was in Goblin.
I'm taking the Goblin tablet. This is a grocery list.
Do you speak Goblin?
Yeah.
I speak Orcish. Close.
Are there any under-
The,
I also
the
speak
one is
Orcish,
a
actually.
the Goblin one is a grocery list, and the Orc one is a to-do list, and it's like punch Bill, and 2, take Bill's horse. It's like
Is there a check mark next to it?
As
Right,
part of
there's
my
a check mark
training as
on
an
punch
agent,
Bill. It
I
hasn't taken the
actually
horse
do-
yet.
I do actually have knowledge in one kind of strange language. If you came across a primordial tome, I do know passing phrases. I don't speak it fluently, but I do understand it at least.
If she doesn't speak primordial, how would she know she's seeing primordial?
Go fuck yourself.
So I'm fucking smart, that's why.
Okay, well, if you see anything that looks like, and I describe what primordial looks like because I understand it.
Describe Russian to me right now. Describe the Russian alphabet.
If I knew Russian, I'd describe it to you.
Describe the Spanish alphabet.
It's the same as the English
Okay,
one.
hold on. That being said, when I do see Russian writing, I know it's Russian. I just can't fucking read it.
I can look at Spanish and know it's Spanish, and I can't read it.
Anyway, who should go
We can do it
first?
later.
Me too.
But there's like 300 plus languages, so there's definitely a ton that we can look at and go, no idea.
Yeah.
Who wants to ask the first question?
Does everybody know their questions?
No.
I think Lenora should go first.
I know mine as well.
And we could base it off of that.
Then
How she
Lenora and
answers
Izak can
the
go
whole
first because
question.
they know their questions.
Okay.
Alright, somebody want to call her down then?
Miss Weaver,
Pretty spider lady.
Bitch!
you're not allowed to talk.
Oh, okay.
My method was much more eloquent.
You watch as you said that, three of the mirror images is just look at you.
I'm sometimes chewing on some nuts that I found in my pocket.
I'm just saying, she put on some pants. I think she'd look pretty good.
What?
Like, you don't metabolize food in this place, so the more you fill up and the fuller you get, you'll just be distended. If we never leave this place, you'll just be uncomfortable forever. Just
They're
gonna be
fucking peanuts!
complete discomfort for the rest of your life if we never get out of here.
Stop eating the peanuts!
eternal peanuts.
You're just
Where
like,
did you find
please
peanuts?"
kill me. Like,
In my pocket.
Julian, can I have you roll an Arcana check with advantage?
Are
okay.
you sure they were peanuts and not these nuts?
Ah!
They were magic peanuts. That'd be 23.
23.
Ooh,
How is it?
God.
How is Julian feeling, knowing that he is in some pocket of the astral plane right now?
Yeah, so how is he feeling? I guess the dim light makes sense, so it's kind of like... It brings back memories,
Yes.
just the air in the room.
It's
Still,
it's
kind of...
weird. It's almost the exact opposite of
Oh, is it?
limbo. Because whereas that is
Yeah,
pure
it's chaotic.
chaos,
It's chaotic,
this is
Yeah.
This is potential.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You've never been here before. You've only ever heard of everything.
No crazy emotions, but knowing that it doesn't Knowing that time stands still here is concerning to Mullion because he knows people that are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So if we get stuck here, we could really seriously get stuck here.
Under the what?
Under the what?
Oh.
Was that your question?
No.
Well, the spider might hear you, so you might want to talk lower.
You look up into the sky. Just for a moment, you feel like you see something go by, but not like a shooting star. Far, far off in the distance.
What color was it?
It had a warm glow.
A warm glow.
Wow.
Okay. We need to get the fuck out of here.
The weaver climbs down from her web and perches herself on one of the on the root of this tree in front of all of you. Have you decided on your questions?
I believe you said Lenora was going to go first, but her and I have.
Yes.
Then you may ask. Lenora steps up.
There he is.
How do we leave this place to get back from where we just came?
God damn.
If the fates are kind, they will merely open a way. Otherwise, you go through the center of the weave and focus on where you wish to go. As you all look up into the weave itself.
It's like the top of the tree or like straight up?
Yes, that is
Is
your
that
question.
No, it's not.
That was a courtesy in the ask.
Thank you.
Easy.
I step forward. Do I know the name of the illness of my mom? Like above table. I don't think we always just say when my mother got sick, but never say what it is.
It is known as the creeping death.
Okay, right. I go up to the Spider Queen and I ask, "What is the name of the herb to cure the creeping death that is located in this land, and where can I find it?"
This land?
Not in this. Damn it! I meant in this.
There is no cure for your mother's ailment here.
Fuck.
Oh, poor Yeezak.
Oh, this is my question.
Oh.
That's fair. Damn it.
Oh.
I'll write down the creeping death.
Is there any cure for the creeping death in the material plane?
Oh, Dust is so sweet.
I appreciate it.
There is one, and it is closer than you think.
I hate this bitch.
Very helpful, thank you. You need to kiss me right
Illness can only be broken by true love's kiss.
I have to kiss your mother.
No, first you have to woo her.
Then you have to kiss her.
"5 years from this date in Dragonspire, in common, what will the winning lottery ticket be? What will the number of the winning lottery ticket be?"
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
In 5 years' time, there will no longer be one in Dragon.
God fucking damn it.
Did she say there will no longer be one in Dragonspire, or there will no longer be Dragonspire?
There will no longer be one in Dragon.
Oh, okay.
That was my fucking... I have to strike it rich for us, boys.
Now you have to make financial decisions based on that.
Well,
Then
5
there's
years
there's
from
no
now.
lottery anymore.
I was just giving us time to get out of here. It's giving us time to get out of here.
Go ahead, Rose.
Who still has a question?
The three of us.
Okay. I will come ask a question. If we attempt to leave up your leave, will you attack us?
No. You attacked me first.
Guess where the nearest
Fine,
water
rollies.
is.
Where's the nearest restroom?
Yeah, can I pee first? Yes. Ah!
I've had to pee ever since I
Fuck,
got here.
17. God damn it!
Like your bowels like can't be evacuated. There's no.
Good thing you guys wasted the good rolls.
I fucking whatever. Anyway, I go up to her, close as I can, and whisper. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to word this.
Don't fuck this up.
I fucking know. Hold on. Okay, Dimitri, go first. I have to figure it out.
That was your friend.
Oh, fucking goddamn. Yeah, thank you. Dimitri, you go first. I have to figure out how to word. Like Danielle actually has to figure out how to word this.
Do you think I get a question? Do I count?
You can answer a question.
Or are we outing myself right
I hate you. Are we still, I don't know. Are we still speaking love to each other?
now? Yes, he's whispering it to you right now.
Oh, fuck. I really. Sorry. Shit. Let me think.
Wait, was she whispering to the spider or to her bag?
Both.
She just starts whispering.
Did her bag get a doppelganger?
You see a bag walking around. Hey, what's up, guys?
Is my sister really dead?
No.
Back to Dragon's Park.
That's
Why? There won't be a lottery there in 5 years.
Wait, what?
Who cares? That's what I'm saying.
You're a gambler.
Damn it.
Your sister's still alive. Didn't the university say that she was...
I just walked away.
Great, now you get to be
You,
the
I don't think
boss.
I've told you anything about this.
I was with you. We talked about the university. When you went to the university, I was the one who took you there.
Well, that was before I started taking notes.
I'm sorry.
You told me to shut up and told me never to ask you again. Which is why I never brought it up again.
At this point, I hopped down from the wall and just started heading towards the tree.
After you finish asking your question, can you ask her if I get one?
Use your question to
Yes,
ask if she
I
gets
will
one.
ask her if you get one.
Goes up
Just
and
don't be dumb and ask that first.
Not that.
You're under a lot of pressure. I don't want you to accidentally slip up.
While she's thinking, can I actually go over to the pile of books? I want to look through the pile of books for journals and anything regarding herbs.
Well, looking through, nothing particular.
Damn it.
when she's answering her questions, is she speaking out loud or okay? So you heard the answer to my question. I know it wasn't very helpful.
I appreciate you asking it, though.
I apologize.
I really appreciate you asking.
Should have been more specific.
She would. Your question is what she would have answered me.
Okay.
So right now I'm trying to look through these books to see if these books have the answer.
Back up to the fucking. I go back up to the Reaver. And I
Kill
whisper
her.
to her.
She comes down to your level,
Oh God.
and she is. The top half of her is of that of a woman, and the bottom half is this giant spider. So she lowers herself down to the ground to be on the same level as you. You see how she is like a beautiful woman, and you for a moment you think to yourself, if this was her before if this is what she looked like before she was here, well, you think for a moment just of what her life was like, what led her to this point, who wove this fate for her. It is this what fate lies in store for everything.
I whisper to the weaver. There was a creature in the water when we were over. I'm gonna get this wrong. Dragonspire. We were flying towards. It was large, purple eyes, tentacles, living inside the water. What kind of creature is it, and why does it have a connection to me?
Say it, what?
Oh, what kind of creature was it, and why does it why does it have a connection to me?
She leans in and whispers into your ear. You've heard his name 1,000 times, and you'll hear it many more. He's not there, but he was trying to reach out to you. As you and him are connected, and he'll keep trying to find his way back to you. That way you can find your way back to him. Your two fates are tied together by a weave that not even me or my sisters have woven. That predates us.
You have sisters?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Nope, then not.
Also, can my bag ask a question? I whisper this as well to the.
You watch as the lady as this drops down, and she puts her head up to her bag.
Seems unfair.
Yeah, why is she also whispering to her, area?
She's the one that
You
it's
hear
hard
him
to.
go, "Do I have a soul?" You do.
Do we notice her talking to her bag? Or does it look like she's just talking to her hip?
Oh, that gives me much to think of.
What was the creature called? Oh no, you already answered that. Never mind.
Do we pick up on that?
What, that she knelt that to her,
Crotch
her
area.
crotch, put her head next to her crotch.
Asking her for
You're
fashion advice?
pregnant?
Yeah, that's better than
What?
mine.
No!
No, that belt is
Sentient
not
baby.
you. That's what she
No.
said, the belt is not you.
It's like Dune, where she talks to her unborn child.
She's pregnant?
Not pregnant.
Is it the princess? Is that how you got out of it?
What? How? Where would this have happened? Yizak.
In the jail
You
cell.
were in a
My
jail for a
role
while.
in your story is over. Good luck.
I wait for her
Up
to
the
ascend.
tree.
Goes higher than she's been before, and you watch as she climbs further and
we have
further
climb.
and further up.
Follow her.
What-
Wait,
We're
wait,
outta
I
here.
just
we have
climbing
to
the
go-
tree.
What?
I just wanted to really quickly delve through the things. I didn't get a good look at any of the groups of things that were on the ground.
Oh, go ahead.
Just really quickly, I'm sorry. I'd like to look through some of the personal effects. I'm looking for specifically any leftover instruments. I'll just specifically look for instruments, and take any that if he points them out to me, because I know he found instruments before, but
Got it.
other than that one.
Can I have you roll an investigation check?
Sure. Sorry, everybody.
I look for a new shield or a mace.
Going through the weapon area, the one that was over there, there's a number
Weapons,
of them.
effects,
All of them
clothes,
seem a little bit
men, women.
old. None of them look like they're in pristine condition, but there are backups in case you want to have a backup. There's daggers, short swords, there is a mace, there's a war hammer, and a broken shield.
We should
Take
have
the
these
broken shield, they're
items
usually the gold.
cleansed when we get home.
I will take a dagger.
You can add a dagger to your inventory.
19.
19.
A +3, right?
Yes.
There
It's
are
called the dagger of
two
Sarah.
instruments
Rusty dagger.
buried
Dagger of soup.
inside of this pile of personal effects.
Anything that looks notable, like it's seen some use and that it was cherished.
When you pull through, the first instrument that you pull out is a pan flute.
Okay.
It is the reeds of this flute are in immaculate condition. They look like they, once you move your thumb across the dust that is settled, there is a mirror-like shine to some of these. And there's this.
Is it made out of metal or?
It's hard to place. It feels organic, not like skin, but it feels
Like bone-ish? Or...
yeah. It feels like there's texture to it. And then the wrap that binds them all together shows a forest with a mountain that has been like hand woven. The other instrument you find is a. Why am I blanking on the name of this
Trombone.
Sousaphone.
You look and it's kind of like it's not a it is no it kind of looks like a dulcimer.
Okay.
The double heads. All of the strings are broken on this. The strings have all snapped with time. The wood looks slightly cracked. But the thing that catches you is that where the hand sits, all of that finish is gone, just rubbed off. And also where, right in the center of the two, where it would sit, the whole kind of thing is just, the finish is just gone. It's just been
used up.
Used so much that it is like, it's like when you see the statues of dogs and the nose is just polished. Because people just keep touching that one spot.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You grab at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the pan flute. I don't think I'm gonna grab the dulcimer.
Okay.
Sorry. We can leave now. Just wanted to expand my repertoire.
William, have you ever heard of the creeping death?
Can I medicine check that?
Absolutely.
Is there armor in any of the bags that you exact first looked through?
Natural 20? No, I haven't heard of it. No.
Yeah.
I heard it. No, I got a 9.
There is
Sorry.
no.
I choose to not tell
There
you.
is armor. There's like a breastplate. There is.
I knew it. I'll try the next
chainmail,
cleric.
there's, some leather armor,
Shield.
things like that. There is armor for different people's
Guiding
various
bolt.
states.
Second level.
How's the leather armor?
Is it a 15 hit?
I just take it
No,
and put it in my bag.
Sure does. No, me, no, it doesn't. I got a 9 for the medicine check on the.
Oh, he didn't actually get a natural 20.
No. I
God
was,
damn it.
I was joking, and then I was going to deny telling him.
Oh God.
Damn it.
Your clan has had no experience with that, and neither have you in your time outside. Honestly, you've heard of a number of ailments.
Yeah.
The only ailments that you've heard of death in them have been like plagues. But
Okay.
there has been the withering death, which was another one, a plague that happened, and then there was another one that was the red death that came through.
The red death and the withering death.
Yeah, those were plagues.
I've heard of
The red death made you cough up blood.
Gotcha. The red death and the withering death I heard when I was out east, but a lot of my time was spent in limbo, and we didn't have really any experience with disease or many medical emergencies. It's a weird place to train. That's why most of my training was actually done on the material plane.
Oh, are we
Thank you.
climbing and
Sorry.
talking?
If I hear
I'm
anything,
fine.
I'll let
Okay.
you know, though.
I
Can I
appreciate it.
have
Thank you.
each of you make a athletics check as you guys are climbing this tree?
I'm trying to figure out where the hell's the secret thing. I'm trying to find the answer.
What secret thing?
The secret to curing my mom is somewhere nearby, and I'm worried it's literally here, and we have no way to get back.
You said
Nearby
you
on the material.
stupid?
21.
Oh, no material. Okay,
You
never mind.
asked if there was something here, and
She
she
said
said no, and I
She's-
asked in
she
the
said it-
material
Oh,
plane.
she said it was
She said closer than you think.
which is why I thought it was literally one of us. Okay, never mind. Got it.
24.
24. You start to climb the tree itself, and Let's go around the table and we'll see how everybody does.
Can I please use athletics acrobatics instead?
How are you using acrobatics? Make your case. Think about your case. What'd you get?
7.
7. William, what'd you get?
I have to put on my other leg. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I put on my.
You're climbing. Oh, there is a foot for that. There's
There
a
is.
foot for that. Fuck yes.
I could choose between hike, stick attachment, or spike. I'll go with spike in this case.
Nice, absolutely.
I put on my spike leg.
Got it. +1 to whatever you roll.
You're stepping out
I
people's
believe I rolled a
face.
17, so 18.
Got an 18, yeah. Got an 18. We got a 7. We got a
24.
24.
21.
21. What?
11.
11.
I'm trying to jump from branch to branch instead of just trying to straight up climb.
Roll an acrobatics.
Non-nat 20.
A number of you need to between Dimitri has to slow himself down and helps Dove up.
Your girl weak.
Natural 20 for Lenora. She just climbs this thing like it's a piece of
Like
cake.
she can actually see.
Like she can see better than most of you. Ironically, the two women who are blindfolded are the ones who climb this tree with the most ease. But you all start to climb into this thing. When you reach the web itself, at the very top, where there's bits of web stranded throughout the canopy of this tree, there is no leaves. As you reach the top of the tree, it's almost as though that's where this whole thing starts to meet, where the two connect at this point. As you all climb up, you find a triangular passage. As there's a mixture beyond it, but as you look through, you can see a geometry to everything. There's repeating patterns that emerge throughout the entirety of this web. As you find this triangular opening and each of you slowly climb through, it has this odd effect of now you are entering a space larger than you should have been. And as though for a moment, as you climb through, you feel as gravity starts to shift around you. You start to follow this path and get to your feet in this semblance, and you start kind of walking aimlessly without thinking about it. You just kind of follow the path in this moment. You are literally caught up in the weave as you are being led on instinct through a predetermined path. Each of you start ducking through little passageways. You just start aimlessly moving, following each other through these tunnels of starlight white, of glistening light and possibility, as you eventually arrive in this area where it's like it's this inverted shape. As you watch all the spikes coming outwards, you feel as though you're on the inside of like a D12. Like you are on the inside of one of them, and you see all these shapes. And opposite of you, looking straight up, you see a pedestal with a diamond-shaped stone relief, about 6-7 feet. Not relief, stone, like a diamond, like a stone diamond that is hollow. You are in this room, and as you do, you look behind you, and there's you can see all the different passages. It is the structure of this 12-sided figure with almost 2-foot-long walkways across each vertex.
Are we all with each other at this point?
You're all there, and as you reach this area, it's that feeling of getting home and having no idea how you got there. And you arrive at the center of this weave.
Here, rock, paper, scissors to go through.
Is there
Through the outside?
like
Out?
is this empty chamber?
Yeah, it's this empty. When you look at it, it looks from the inside. It looks like you're on the inside of one of these. It is this kind of shape, and you guys are all standing on a walkway. one of these
Start
vertices.
just picturing the attic of
The house.
cobbler house.
Maybe make an intelligence check.
12.
You see a faint swirl start to appear in the diamond above you guys. So when you guys are standing on this, you're on the bottom, and right above, you're on these walkways. So you're on this this house-shaped ground right now, and you're on the walkways. You look directly above you, and there is a full platform. On that platform is a pedestal, and then there is a diamond, kind of like hitting the ground, sticking out. It is out of your reach right now. It's about from top to bottom.
And the
it's about
swirl's in the diamond?
What? Yeah, inside the diamond. And think like it's like an empty mural. There is no glass there.
Can I try to get up to the platform? Are there is there anything to
There's
climb?
there's the walkways all throughout.
Is there a walkway that leads up
Yeah,
there?
it's this. Every single connection point is a walkway.
Walk towards one of the walls and see if I just start
The gravity follows.
walking.
You watch as he walks up, then walks vertical, then walks upside down, and he is now on the ceiling above you. But his hair is not falling. His hair is the correct way.
When I was picturing the attic, the swirl started showing up there.
It's faintly, yeah.
I'd like to grab my lucky rock.
Got it.
Hey, Dimitri! Catch!
Does it get to a point where instead of going up, just falls down to me?
Roll a quick athletics check.
There was also one other thing I want to do after I potentially catch her.
So happy that
Woo!
I healed
3!
everyone and we're cracking each other.
I was hoping it was going to be Dex.
Perfect. It flies up, and there, with such the perfect amount of little effort, it just stays in the very center, about 15 feet up in the air.
Oh.
How far is it from me?
15 feet away from you.
Good job.
I take the crowbar and just reach up and try to poke it.
How big is the crowbar?
I mean, it's 2 crowbars, well,
So it
like
should be about
here's-
6 feet.
and then I'm fully reaching.
I think it's just out of your reach.
I try to jump slightly.
6. You're about 6, 12, 15, 14 feet. You jump a little bit.
I try
You
to jump.
you tap it and it starts spinning in place.
I leave it.
I kind of go the same
You just
way
see it
Dimitri
perfectly
went.
floating in the very
Um,
center of all of these vertices.
I also just want to, real quick, while I'm staring at this, just start
Stone
picturing
is going to slowly start to grow
my
more
home.
and more.
like the
things
living
on it.
room.
Throw a candle at it.
Home.
As it gains rotational energy.
We play Katamari Damacy. Where like
throw
all
the-
the
I
things
throw
are
a candle at my rock.
I kind of just follow Dimitri. That
So
after he went up, I just kind of followed the path he
You
took.
follow and you're apprehensive at first, and you take that first step and you feel as though your foot just falls to place. And it's this very odd sensation as you yourself slowly find yourself standing at his side upside down.
I'm just focusing on that.
Roll another intelligence check.
I just start thinking of the
I have advantage because it's my home.
Add your wisdom modifier on top of it.
Someone give me a hand.
So intelligence plus wisdom,
Go.
Fly
Thank
up.
you.
6.
Can you please?
What'd you roll?
3.
I paid a silver for that rock.
I start
What if you get stuck like
thinking.
a rock? You're also a rock.
I start thinking of the
If you
bakery.
give me advantage, the second one was a 20.
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. I start thinking about chapter 1, the bookstore in the
Considered it.
place.
Looks away and thinks that a 3 silver
What
rock is
are the 4 of you doing?
trying to convince Mose to get my rock.
You
Are you
shouldn't
guys on the
do it.
bottom, or you got what do you guys?
Still on
You
the
see what
bottom.
happens to rocks?
I hate nonlinear geometry, and I start walking up the side.
Yeah.
Start walking up to the opposite side of where they walked up, but following the path,
Yeah.
sort of just trying to stay balanced, to try to get to the pedestal.
I've
And
got
I'll,
you.
oh, sorry.
You
No,
arrive
go ahead.
at the pedestal. Done.
I'll focus on the attic in the mirror.
Any chance if I run at you, you
As
can
more
like throw
people
me up?
show up, I just stop thinking about home.
I hope the shift in gravity doesn't ruin my hair.
You can also just throw me up
You walk
if
up.
I run at you.
What if we get stuck? We're harder to get down than a rock.
I have a rope and we have a crowbar. We can make it work.
I fly up to get his rock and continue to fly up till I reach the group.
She's stuck.
Got it.
Let's
Can
all
I
leave.
make a dexterity saving throw?
Let's all fucking leave.
If you continue to fly up, you'll get stuck where the rock
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
Saving throw.
Saving throw.
22.
22. Mose does a quick superhero landing as she
Nice.
flies up, grabs the stone, and as she hits that point, the gravity flips as you're on the other side, and you go to the other side, and you stick the landing and burst out your wings to catch yourself in that 10 feet that you fall.
Jesus.
I told you it's a lucky rock.
Oh yeah, it's lucky.
Bullying. She's casually walking. That was sick.
Yeah.
Did not have a superhero throw.
It's supposed to repel illness. So
Are
clearly it's
we
a lucky
all
rock.
thinking? Do we all think of the same place?
I think we should.
The attic?
Well, do we
I'm
know
guessing you're walking up.
Yeah, I'm walking
You
up.
haven't said it yet. Are you staying behind?
That rock is supposed to repel illness.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at that rock and do like a
No,
medicine
he
check?
bought it afterwards. He bought it after he got sick. We went and looked at rocks together.
Can I go see if that rock has
Can we get-
anything to it?
Can we get
Can
into
we
the
get
attic
home,
first
please?
before you start looking at rocks?
I can do it while we walk.
We're not walking. We're going through.
So far, I'm making a
Stuck in
rock
the-
collection.
What, did you fucking roll to this area or did you walk?
You have the survivor's
I started
rock, I have
thinking
the
of the
healing
attic.
rock, and now I have
You're
a
thinking of
illness.
the attic?
Yeah.
I'll also think of the
I'll
attic
take your
in a minute.
healer's kit
Let's
back
start
if you don't need it.
Back of the
I just
attic.
whack you with this rock.
Can I have?
The healing rock.
All right, we're gonna. What is the other? What are the other three of you doing?
I already walked up and joined them. I'm trying.
Now that you're in front of the portal, what are you, the three of you doing?
I'm thinking of the guild.
I hate everyone.
Are we all aware, above table, are we all aware of the fact that we need to think of where we want to go?
She told us to
think of-
concentrate on the place that you'd like to go,
Okay,
Mhm.
very good.
and the weave will make it. So,
Alright, I think I will also think of the attic.
Mhm.
You say it out loud.
I'm thinking of Gith's hotel room. Got some words for her.
Is that what you're thinking?
No.
You can think that.
That would be the
You
end.
can
That would
think
be
that.
the end of Mulligan.
I'm thinking of
Okay.
I'm thinking of Summer's clericals. No, where I puked up all the guts.
We're gonna go around the table.
Kidding.
Oh God.
Each of you are gonna make an intelligence check,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then you're gonna tell me where you're thinking.
Sick. Alright.
Bullion, you're first.
Wait, please, wait.
Did anyone say we need to think of the same
Oh,
place?
cool. I4. A 4.
Got
And
it.
I'm thinking of not the cobbler's attic. I'm thinking of the cobbler's front door. Specifically envisioning looking at the front door with the sign.
Oh, we're all dead.
I'll give you D6.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah. Add a D6, whatever you want.
Attic.
Got it.
Can I
Intelligence?
roll the
Yep.
other side?
16.
Okay. Dove.
Attic. And I rolled a 9. That was a
Nine.
3, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Mose.
Um, eight.
My fucking god.
That was
Split the
with a
party.
D6.
Split the party. Split the
Attic.
Attic.
17.
Except for more.
Hey
Can
guys.
Who
Can
hangs
I
out with you.
can I roll then decide where I'm thinking of?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Where are you thinking?
I said I was thinking in front of the Adventurers Guild because clearly I wasn't on page. 3.
Ow.
I'd like to point out that all I can think about is my mother and Dragonspire.
Oh.
Trying to focus.
As most of you are all focusing on the same location,
Right.
each of you are stand in front, and the swirl starts to take shape. And as you do this, you can see the faint image of the attic in the darkness that you left it before you. What are you two doing?
It's like not the attic. It's like a child's drawing of
I
the
see it
attic.
coming.
Hands!
Okay, everyone's here.
I walk
You're at the
in.
back of it. You're at the
Touch.
back of it.
I walked in.
You walk
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through.
Yeah, I just walked through.
Mulligan holds your hand. Okay.
I grabbed
Dove?
Nora.
I already walked through.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait. Actually, let me roll for
yeah,
her.
fucking
Hers
Lenora.
might be the thing.
Wait, but Lenora can't see. How can she imagine a place?
That's a good point,
She
actually.
still has a mind.
She knows senses. She has other senses.
She can also.
Smell,
Can't she
The
also?
feel,
smell, the feel.
the
Zara,
temperature,
she
the-
needs. She
I
can
was,
go
I was
back
saying,
to
I was trying to
Zara.
remember the name of the panther.
Yeah,
did a
she
really
can go
good
back to
job
Zara.
cutting down
Where
those
Zara
cripples.
is, she'll go back.
You're
Thank you.
fucking
Everyone was
lucky.
dead.
You're fucking lucky. If she did not remind me, you were getting trapped. You were about to get stuck, but fucking Lenora rolled high.
Wow!
He rolled shit and was thinking of a different place. He was about to get stuck in that weave for at least until he figured something out. But Lenora rolled very
But
high.
I would have came back stronger than ever.
Dehydrated.
Yeah.
Or you all would have been dead.
As each of you walk through and arrive back in the attic.
Dancing lights.
Fireball.
If you guys
And
met,
that
I gotta
wasn't
go to the
your
bathroom.
fault.
Fireball.
And that
Zara!
wasn't your
Not
fault.
to throw, but
Last
to.
time you
The
said
fact
that you
that
came
everyone
down with
was
the
there.
tree.
resolved and digested.
Yeah, honestly.
Good job, everyone.
Yay, we did it.
We
Buenísimos.
Completely lost both of them.
Can we put the mirror face down?
Oh, I want to try to break it.
Nice easy quest before.
I don't know, the last time we touched that mirror, we all got sucked into it.
No,
Well-
we got pushed in.
Perhaps
I got sucked into it.
Perhaps the doppelgangers there now know that we're not food and won't try to pull us in and replace us.
Should we go back in and ask them if we're food?
No. That'd be a terrible idea.
We
We'll
should
just
report
push it
this
down
to
and
the
then
guild.
lock the attic.
We should report this to
Okay.
the guild and maybe send the notification over to Mr. White, too.
I guess so.
Yo, Mr. White.
You gotta cook, Jesse! You gotta cook! What?
We have an attic.
Andres,
We gotta cook.
over there.
The doppelgangers are cooked for us.
I actually called that.
I believed in you.
Get the doppelgangers to cook!
Wait, guys, I have a question for all of you. Would you rather fight one horse-sized koala or 100 koala-sized horses?
No, we did ducks.
We did ducks.
Koalas are not
Not the
small.
same.
What?
Koalas are also
So,
incredibly
are you doing
stupid.
A duck now, or is it
It's
koala?
koala.
I will take the koala.
I would fight the horse-sized koala.
They're also
Horse-sized koala or
They're
100
dumb as-
koala-sized
koala.
horses.
koalas are dumb as shit. I'll take the koala.
Koala-sized.
They are the most precious little things ever. You don't not call them stupid.
Intelligence-wise, they're one amongst the stupidest animals in all of the world.
Do you know what
Fight him.
happens when you're
Fight him.
also not intelligent? You're extremely fucking vicious.
Yeah, they're freaking vicious.
Explains why you
Aren't
want to
they
fight
always
everything.
high, though?
Yeah,
or
let's
is
beat the
no,
crap
those
out
are
of
just
the koala.
That's a
Excuse me.
eucalyptus.
That's just the.
Oh yeah.
Does the,
Alright,
does
roll
the
initiative.
koala-sized
What?
horses...
No, I'm joking.
Oh
I'm
Jesus.
joking.
The
Okay.
doppelgangers are still there.
Oh
They
yeah,
never
that's
fly.
right.
I was like waiting for that.
Put
I was
the
like,
dancing
this
lights
place
up.
isn't real.
Also, with the duck, is the duck, when you say duck-sized horse.
No,
No,
it's
it's a
a
koala.
I know koala.
Yeah.
Koala's a dumber one.
Do they have
Because
the same
koalas
muscle
are
density?
idiots, but they also have some weird shit
Fighting
going on.
people.
Yeah, they're weird. They're dumb and weird. But when you say sized, are we talking height or weight? Because if you say a duck, if you
Ooh.
say
And muscle
a
density.
horse-sized duck, are you saying the weight of a horse? Because that's a fucking really big duck.
Maybe
Or if
not
you say
like
the height of a horse, because then you're thinking more of like an emu,
Yeah. I was.
which I feel is way less intimidating than a duck that weighs as much as a horse.
I like what Mark said. Maybe the muscle of the muscle mass.
Like the muscle density of a
I'd
horse, but
assume
in the size
the-
of
It's
a
a
duck,
duck.
which is terrifying. That is extremely
No!
terrifying.
I was gonna say,
It is
duck's
just like a
bones are
bunch of small
hollow.
apes, like jacked as shit,
No.
like running and like kicking the shit out of you.
Got any grapes? Jesus Christ!
Just all throwing hands constantly.
All right, what do you guys doing?
Dancing
Zara.
lights.
So
Yeah,
you guys
we're fighting
each
horses.
walked out of this area. You walk out facing the mirror. You walk out, and as each of you step out, you can see your reflections,
I
coming back at
immediately
you.
step to the side.
Yeah,
And
I
you see
say
your
I
reflections
go.
coming
I,
back,
So,
and you see that the mirror
Oh,
is shattered.
Jesus.
oh.
There's in the very center, it has, in a perfect spider web-like shatter, is still all the pieces are there. None of them are on the ground, but the glass itself is broken.
I'd like to grab one of the tarps
It is
from around
extremely dark in here as you guys had
Dancing lights.
snuffed out all the
Fireball.
light. But you had... she cast Fireball.
No, I did not. In
I
my
don't care.
How big
hand.
is the room?
In my
We
hand.
have
It's just in my
To
hand.
report this to the guild.
Yes,
Well,
it's
yeah, we
dancing
do.
lights.
Because we officially took a quest, and then they're gonna be like, "How did it go?" We're gonna be like, "Everyone got."
Yeah.
I
The
also like to
cover
cover
is
the mirror with like a
closed.
tarp. or something.
The house is vacant.
Is it daytime or nighttime
The cobblers.
outside?
Oh,
Yeah,
this
what
is
day is
Oh.
it?
the only cobbler
Oh, wait,
in the
hold on,
fucking
I
town.
take
You look
Okay.
out, the whole town
Damn.
is in rubble.
Oh my god! We've been here 1,000 years! No!
You look out, and it is, the town is bursting with life right now. There
Oh,
is
God.
the
I
sun.
never knew how that
The
was.
sun is high in the sky, and it is a sunny day, and everybody is walking around trading.
Is
First
this
is
exactly
like,
when we
by
left?
that I mean the cemetery
No, it was
has
raining
turned
heavily.
upside down.
It was
Can
dark,
I-
and it was
But
the
too
middle of
much
the day.
life.
Actually,
Way
it's
too
been
much
an,
life.
it's
Right.
literally
Right.
been
Quickly
all
run
night.
Too much
down
life.
and
Undead.
run outside.
The undead have taken
Run
over.
down, like run outside and just ask someone on whoever the nearest person on the street. Excuse me, what's today? What's the date?
Thursday,
What year and
What day
month?
was it when we did this?
Wednesday.
Oh,
Alright,
it's
so
literally
next
been a night.
morning.
It's literally been like a full.
Timeless
sure?
my behind.
I go down.
Are you
What actual
What?
was the actual day?
Yeah, it's been Monday.
It's been
Okay.
one day.
Because it's like, yeah, it's Wednesday. It's out Thursday. 3 weeks later.
We're going to have to board up the,
Okay.
the front
Thank
of
you.
the house.
I
where
turn around
the
and go back
cobbler-
up.
I covered.
Then-
I covered.
I went down the
Alright.
stairs. I get out of the attic. I'm done with the attic.
It's been
Yeah,
one
that's
day.
that's a good idea. But
Kind
we
of
can
figure
put a
because it's
closed.
midnight
We
when
can
we
put a
started,
closed
now
sign on
it's
the
day.
outside.
I like that.
Times a soup and times a
You do
soup.
that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll write a close sign.
Yeah. it's a good
I
idea.
guess we have
There's
to
a
go
close
back
sign
to
on
the
the
guild.
Oh.
Yes, we have to go back to the
Yeah, I made a
guild.
close sign.
Yeah, we gotta go report to the guild.
Guys, we're going to the
You
guild.
destroy everything I make.
Are there? Can I just quickly look through like the count or did he have keys on him for the?
The house.
You do not know.
Can I look through the behind the counter see if there's like keys somewhere
I want to help her.
or just
Roll an investigation check. You can
I-
either roll separately or do the
Take advantage. I just stop right now.
I
I
checked
thought you did fine.
my
last time. You got an
pack
18.
for the pen.
Yeah, be on my thing.
Yes, there.
Oh, that's one.
thank you.
You're welcome.
19.
Is it backwards?
Is it
No,
backwards?
no sign.
That's a good point, actually. Is it backwards?
I go upstairs
Well, I guess
and just kind of start looking through
What?
the
It
rooms
wasn't
to
like
see
a
if I
dream.
can search the house for some sort of keys or locks. Actually, while I'm downstairs, does the door have a lock on it?
From the inside?
Or the outside?
From the outside, yeah, there's a lock.
Okay.
that means that entire
Look through the
family's
house, try to find
material wealth
keys.
is trapped in that
How long are you taking?
pocket dimension.
We have to go
Half an
for
hour. Half an hour, an
that.
hour.
Mom,
Scan
Oh
the
no, I need
house.
to see him.
Nobody asked if
Nope, I
there
gotta
was
see
any
him. Never
more
mind.
heirs
You guys
to
look
that
around.
family.
Roll another investigation check.
I continue helping. So you can take it to
we didn't.
the advantage because I saw.
Just in case any more people would be tortured by the fate of
15.
going there.
Maybe he has an address book somewhere.
Oh, what are we talking about?
We never asked the
15?
fate
You
weaver
take some
if
time,
there were any other
but eventually you do
blood-related
find a set of
relatives
keys
of this
in,
family line.
We're
one
just
of
gonna
his-
we're
one
just
of
gonna
his bedroom
close it
drawers.
down.
Yeah, but like
I just make sure
We're
they
just gonna
work
close
this-
it down.
the point was, they also might be in danger.
If we report this to the Adventurers Guild, they'll take care of the mirror, and
That's
they'll
fair.
hopefully
Also-
put protection for the family.
And also
Because
the
who actually made that
The
listing? Was it the Weaver?
no,
and
it's the kid.
It was the
It
kid?
was Jacob. Jacob made the
It wasn't a doppelganger version.
Jacob
No,
also
it was
said that they were
Jacob.
the last of their line.
yes. So possibly there's no more. Also,
keep
the
saying
mirror is
that.
cracked. So I
I'm
don't
talking
think
about in reality.
anyone, even if they did take the mirror, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to go through it anymore.
I don't buy it. I don't think it's safe. I don't like it.
Marriage doesn't always happen first. I think is what he's trying to tell you.
Exactly.
Arliss.
I think we just leave the.
I found the keys.
Great, lock it up and leave. Let's go tell the guild.
Look, it's
Oh, BTW guys, we might have another adventure, but not through the guilds.
Same.
Milo.
Oh, not same.
Oh, Milo might need our help to go through to find Atlantis if you guys
Well,
want to.
I have personal stuff I need to take care of now.
I
I
need to as
couldn't-
well.
I couldn't save a guy who makes shoes.
We'll be fine.
To be fair,
This
that
is
man,
easier.
the guy that was
What?
making shoes
Saying
was
things are
had an
easy.
intergenerational
This is
curse
harder.
placed upon his family by
That's
a
fair.
semi-divine being. So
I hate
I
when
don't-
that happens.
We're walking
Fight
and
a
talking,
nickel.
correct?
I assume so towards the
I will
guild.
just
You
lock
said
the
we're going
door.
that
Yeah,
way.
you guys head
Make
out.
sure,
Fire
make sure the
department,
close
please.
sign is still up.
You guys
I
leave,
had one
leave the
job.
building. You guys go out. Walk across town until you arrive at the Adventurers Guild. There you see as Vanessa and Chloe are both behind the counter, giving people out as new missions, and you see other people signing up to become adventurers. You hear the sound of wood on wood as people in the back behind the guild are being trained with swords for the first time.
Hello.
Hello.
Again.
We came back from a quest.
Are we
Hello.
waiting in line? Was it our turn, or did we just cut
I
everyone?
assume we waited.
Okay.
Well, hope it was successful and everything went well.
it
It
was,
was
not.
not. It
I
did
don't
not.
think it was.
All right, one person at a time.
Okay.
So, person did get trapped in mirror. Mirror created doppelgangers.
The mirror was cursed.
Mirror sent us to a labyrinth, and then we met this spider lady thing called a Weaver.
She a bitch.
Jacob got pushed, or apparently, I don't know. Why am I talking? I was the first one that went in. I don't know what happened.
So
I just got pulled in, and then I was in a labyrinth.
the mirror that the sister got trapped in
Okay.
was cursed by someone, we're not sure who,
Thank you.
to hunt down essentially and secure the fate of this family bloodline. And the sister and brother were the last seemingly in line, and so the sister was pulled in, the brother and us were eventually pulled in. Unfortunately, in the other pocket dimensional maze, we met a being that killed the brother. And the fate of the sister is presumably also dead. Among others, we also saw that in that other dimension, there were other indications that there were people that were taken. We're not sure if there were other members of that family or if they were just random people who the mirror pulled in. But also, not only that, speaking with the being, they insinuated that the mirror is not the only way to enter that plane, so potentially other people could end up in that location as well. So, all in all, we were not able to save either one of them, unfortunately, but we came back, we found our way back.
Mirror's broken.
Mirror is
we
broken,
think.
seemingly.
Where is this mirror now?
In the attic of the-
in the
of the
cobblers.
cobble.
Here's the key. The front door is locked.
The mirror's covered.
Mirror is covered.
Do you have any evidence or proof of what happened?
We have
didn't
we,
bring back a bunch of books. And
we have
stuff.
books and belongings from the family that were seemingly from long past dead people, but I'm sure there's like dates or something in one of the books, perhaps, indicating that it's like an ancient book. We didn't carry his body through the weave. Well, he wouldn't have been able to come back with us. He couldn't think. Right?
Our belongings came with us. We probably could have taken a piece of him or something through.
What he means is we could have extracted him, not cut his fucking head off, and taken it back.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have any definitive
Took his ear and only burned his teeth.
items. Did anyone get any of the silk or the goo or anything? Was it on our clothes? Is it on our clothes?
There may be some go on
I
your
mean,
sickle.
Is it goo on your
Is there
sickle?
some of mine from climbing on the
Or
wall
silk.
like the
Yeah,
spider?
you still
What are
got
we talking
bits of
about?
web and stuff on
We've
you.
got some webs.
We need evidence that what we insinuate happened occurred.
Can I also have you make a persuasion check?
Sure.
I must say, you're looking particularly
18.
ravishing today.
Yeah.
Disadvantage because of what he said. No, I'm joking.
Can't go lower than 18. 18.
yeah.
I rolled a 7 and a 2. 18.
You can't roll lower than an 18 because you already have. What is it called? Oh,
Silver tongue.
Is
It's
that
my
that's a
persuasion.
subclass feature?
Yeah, for eloquent spark.
Nice.
Persuasion, anything less than a 10 is just a 10.
I tried it and it was hot.
Okay, let me grab somebody and I will go have them retrieve the mirror and bring it back here.
Where are the keys?
That.
Be careful.
I think all the
Please
doppelgangers
just
we saw,
come back in like an hour or so.
Okay.
and,
all the
if we have any other
doppelgangers we
questions.
saw were mirrored and like flipped. So
Yes, be
It's a
very
good
careful
decision.
touching bits of the mirror. I'd like wrangle up every broken shard of the mirror if you can. Just make sure that none of that
nothing
remains.
actually
Oh,
fell
there's
out.
a,
It was just, like,
Right, it was just shattered.
writing on the back of it. I don't know if that's important, but it should be deciphered.
yeah.
That seems like
I
what the curse
still
was.
had the paper that had the
was
from
good
where I
catch.
read.
You
I
want your
fucking
sheet
forgot
like
about that.
goes over. Benjamin and Dakota, can you guys go? Can you do me a quick favor? What is it you want?
Oh.
Can you go to the cobbler's shop where Jacob was? And there was a mirror there. You can retrieve that. And if there's
No,
anything that seems out of
the
place,
asshole.
just let me know and just come right back here.
Mirrors in the attic underneath the tarp.
No, not
All right.
Benjamin.
Dakota the Decoder.
Just grabs the keys off the counter and just walks out.
It's William eating a cracker, looking directly at me.
A day's worth of hunger hits you all at once.
Ugh.
No.
Good
What are you
berry.
guys do in this moment as you
No.
go
good
out back
berries.
to the training dummies
you see a
and
number of
just beat them.
you see a number of like young
I think-
kids and like some adults and stuff like that in the middle of like training with swords and stuff as you watch as Nathaniel is leading them through things, and so is Thurston. The two of them are going
Thurston's
over
the asshole.
Thank you.
are going over different training groups and are leading them through exercises on how to do that. Mainly with swords. There's a couple of people. You see them as they're going with like pole arms and spears.
Out of curiosity, what's
I-
Thurston's demeanor
Asshole.
for doing this?
Yes. No, you watch it. Thurston is very much like insulting.
Thurston's
He's very
Thurston's
much like, come
misunderstood.
on,
He's a good guy.
my
much
niece
hit
can
for no
block
reason.
better
Okay.
than that.
Misunderstood.
I've seen
I didn't know
I've
if there
seen
was actually some
quadriplegics
hidden-
with faster reflexes than you.
Can I-
I didn't know if there was some hidden thing. It's like, no, he actually is like decent. Like, nope, still normal.
Speaking of disabilities,
Can
I
I-
change out my foot again.
Can I get it? Can I get a room? I want to sleep. I need sleep, please.
Okay.
Your girl tired.
Yeah, no problem.
Mose, you wanna
I'd like to
come
privately
crash with
ask
me?
the clerk something.
All right.
You're grabbing a room. Room is 4 silver.
All right. I give her a gold.
Which gives you back 6 silver.
6.
What
Lenora,
happened with the elevator? It's still in the countryside. Did it hurt anyone?
Lenora, you wanna come crash with us?
50,000 people died.
We cannot, if they are within the rank, we cannot refuse. A brand new group asked to take it. 2 of them made it back. The
Is he-
elevator is still out there.
How many went out?
5. The 2 are recovering.
Lenora, you wanna come crash with us?
Me and Zara are gonna go take a walk. We'll meet up with you guys.
All right. Bye, girl.
Lenora,
We're going upstairs and going to crash.
if you still want me to try, I could try again. Not try again. I could try tomorrow, but I can't try today.
I'll let you.
Thanks.
Me and Mose go bed. Yeah, honestly, that's how I
It's
feel.
middle of the day. The 2.
Before you guys leave, I did want to ask a question to you guys. Do either of you guys have spells that are able to like identify what things are?
I used all of my spells.
I do not have any spells like that. I need to
I
also
also
save to gain.
You
I
don't
deal,
either.
I deal with people, but I don't deal with objects.
You do have a spell like that though.
To identify an object?
So it would be identify.
Which I don't think.
No.
That was like a
No,
second
no,
level
no.
spell. First, oh, it is.
I do not have identify.
No, you can. Okay.
You could vary if you're
Could
What?
we
interested.
She would be the only one.
Could we use what is my purpose on the object to identify it?
What domain are you?
Me? Oh, oh.
I'm in yo.
Alright, we go
I'm
crash.
in
Bye, guys.
IP, I'm Beast Domain.
He is the only one that has what you want.
You do not have
And
to
no one can cast it. There's a material component
Oh.
with a cost.
For identify?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the cost on it?
A pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces.
For identify?
Does it go away?
Nope.
Okay, so at least you can hold on to the pearl.
And then
That's what I don't remember it requiring people to like.
Do you know?
None of your party members.
Do you know if I go up to the counter? Do you know if anyone in the guild is capable of identifying magical items?
There's probably a number of members. Really, any mid to high-ranking wizard would possibly have access to that spell. So if you know of any personal ones, there's a number of them. There are a number of the guilds that they often do hire out their services. So
I have to
to
pay for
possibly
it.
do that. Unless you know of any yourself. Yes.
I'm currently poor, so that's a no.
Do you know any friends who are wizards?
I do have a friend that's a sorcerer, not a wizard. No one.
Meet the other guy that's a wizard? What?
Is there another person that was a wizard that I met? No, I did. I don't think I met that person.
Okay, yeah. I'm asking Honor, like, did
I don't think I was
you
there.
guys not meet Milo?
We.
We did.
he didn't.
I did not
She
meet
did.
Milo.
I didn't.
Got it.
Do we know that Milo's a wizard?
Troy, you do? Well, you know he's a spellcaster. You know he's a spellcaster, and Dove absolutely knows he's a spellcaster.
I have an idea
Milo.
because he said,
Oh,
I saw
yes.
you doing them. I was just going to let you do it.
Yeah, yeah. You get the you also saw him do shield and stuff like that, so you know he's also a wizard.
But I'm also hammering away at a training dummy in the back.
Yep, yep.
Trying to get thoughts together right now.
That's it. If the rest of my party's resting, I guess that's it for the day.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. Me and Mose are not.
I'm worried about what's going on with that owl bear, but I guess it has to wait. 3 people died yesterday.
Well, 2 died
Atlantis!
yesterday also. Now,
I'm
it weighs
sleeping, so
heavy
I have
in your
no.
head,
You
but
can't fight me.
I was told about ruins, right? Or like a site to north of town. Before all this?
Your rumor?
For backstory? No, for backstory purposes. I thought I was given a lead.
I think I. No.
The rumors I handed you guys when you left.
This
does not
no,
seem-
this wasn't. This
I
was,
do not recall. So if you have it written down, I do not have it right in this immediate set of notes right here.
Okay, I'll ask you later. I thought you, when we like at the very beginning, part of the reason that I was going to there was like, oh no, I found out stuff about like a sister, and it was
Yeah, you've heard of that there are training areas.
That's what it's training. I said
Not
ruins,
living
but training areas.
Each
That's
of you.
the-
So 2 of you went up into the room.
Yep.
Started to get some sleep. What are the 4 of you doing? Lenora went out on a walk,
Palling around with you guys.
palling around.
I'm palling.
are
Aw,
going to,
you
are you going
precious.
to rest, or do you have anything on your list that you'd like to do?
You're
We're not going out to fight the
sorry.
owlbear by ourselves.
I wasn't going to, not on our own.
I'll be with you.
I
Still
would-
by
and
ourselves,
my
we don't
bow.
have everybody.
How many people do? Oh, all.
But I wanted to talk to you guys first about potentially taking it, but since we're not all here, I don't want to just say I want that quest. I don't want to just go up to the front desk and say, "Hey, give me that quest," and then just take it, do it tomorrow. And I would like everyone's opinions before I do that.
I'd be okay with a fairly more straightforward quest, but you know, I follow the group. I have a lot to mull over in my head for the
What?
for the last
We're in
quest.
Galea.
If we go to sleep, I
You
imagine they
glad,
wake
yeah.
up early. We can get up nice and
Yeah.
early to do
Oh.
that.
How was it spelled?
G-A-Y...
GALAYOTH.
Oh, sorry.
Was that not what you wrote
No,
down?
not even close.
Lay off.
Galayath.
OTH. Off.
This is.
I heard Galea initially.
Galileo.
Galileo.
Oh yes,
Before,
because I
gentlemen,
haven't wrote it down in
You
our
guys are
second
hanging out
session.
inside the tavern. Is there anything that you wish to do?
I offer up to you guys if you guys are willing to. I'm just gonna sleep for the night. Hopefully, get up early and maybe go up to the Alba early in the morning if you guys are up for doing that.
The owlbear.
Let's focus on sleep first. Talk about the quest tomorrow.
Sure.
Get a room, please.
Some of you go upstairs. Is anybody willing to go and get some rest? Willing to get some rest. You're hanging out in the tavern in the guild hall as you see as Benjamin and Dakota come back in. Benjamin has the mirror on his shoulder. Alright, found nothing seemed as far as the building itself. The building itself is fine, no damage or anything like that. Mirror, there's no sign of magic on it anymore. There's the inscription on the back. It's broken, but not magical.
Inscription is the what inscription was on the back?
First your family.
It was the same one that I saw, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's good that it's not going to grab any more people, I suppose.
I don't suppose you're able to give any other kin they might have a warning.
We-
The rest of my party was worried about that.
We'll see what we can dig up on that, if there is anybody in nearby. But as far as you're aware, but it seems like, though not technically, it was completed. So here is your 10 gold.
Split this up amongst the party, but I don't feel it. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna split it up. It's just you all are asleep.
I know. No, I know. Bullshit.
Gotta keep focusing.
You want your portion?
I'm not on the train grounds. I'm not
Alright,
anywhere near
cool.
you.
It's literally just you and Dust.
I'm writing in my book.
I'm gonna retire for the evening. Dust, would you like your portion now, or just wait till tomorrow to split it up?
Just wait
Dakota,
till
can you
tomorrow.
go please let the what is his name? Let the leader of the town know that the government will need to be seizing the building. Will do.
Sick.
Just goes and jogs off.
I don't suppose the building's gonna be worth 10 gold. Bastion.
It's a cursed building. Just there.
Dakota jogs off. Hope you have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Be better than meeting an extra planar entity.
Get some
Anything
food.
anybody wishes to do? Otherwise, we'll mark you guys can all spend the rest of your day getting some rest,
Eat actual
relaxing,
dinner. Eat actual dinner and
eat some food.
Would you say that we spent a long time doing this?
While I'm on the train grounds, do I see Milo at all
Mose, you went to sleep, right?
back there?
No cure wounds for you.
At this time of day,
I'm gonna be staying there until like the sun goes down.
at this time of day, you do not see him. You do see Nathaniel spends a lot of time out there training the different people.
Beat the training dummy into submission,
Wow.
and then stop for a little bit, and then like make sure the sword is taken care of,
Aren't you the dummy that needs training? It's
and then continue to beat down the dummy. Now picturing its movements.
So if you spend all your time beating a training dummy, do you
And then
become
I'll
the
just go
training
back
dummy?
in and get a room for myself and go to sleep.
right.
Yep.
Once
Right,
more.
everybody can mark off a long
Hitting
rest.
training dummies.
yeah.
Spend all your time hitting it. Do you become it in the end? Do you become one?
You guys wake up the next morning.
Oh.
I was gonna try to wake up early.
Another storm has come in this day.
Sick.
You wake up early.
All right.
We're good.
Yep.
The owlbear attacked the town.
Sick. I wake up early and go to Yizak's room, knock on the door.
I'm not there because I also woke up early. I'm downstairs waiting for you guys.
Wait
Also,
2
how
minutes
would you
if he
know
doesn't
which room is
answer.
his? You went to bed before him.
Oh, I did. I'll just go downstairs then. That's so. You know, you're right. Sorry.
Can I enter the door instead?
Dust is also there.
She doesn't know what room it
I
is.
don't know what room. I went to bed
Just start
first.
knocking at every door.
We hear down the hall.
Just every door.
Sorry. I just go downstairs. I catch Yizak out.
He's sitting there in the lobby.
Yizak!
Good morning.
Hi, give me the book.
Sure.
Oh, we all say Ezak. She's like, Yezak.
Yizak! I
Yizak!
mean, it does start with a Y.
I
Book
saw
there!
Ezak. Ezak, not Ezak.
Mullion laying in
I
bed.
swear to fucking
Turns over
God!
I think she's putting emphasses on the wrong syllable.
Is the book there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. The book's there.
Great. I take my
We got a little
book.
discombobulated last night.
You just dropped
What the
a
fuck
bunch of
did you
dice.
just
Yeah,
drop?
another thing of dice.
Oh.
I'll find them.
Why did I sleep on the floor that night? You motherfucker.
You can eat as many of those as you want. Please do.
I take his book and my book and put them in the bag and I go to the bakery and I go and spend. What did I take it?
I wanted to talk about what we wanted to do today.
I'm not attacking an owlbear. Goodbye.
Do you really not want?
Fuck off. And I go to the bakery.
We really are a well-oiled machine.
You go to the bakery. You see
Everyone also
there's
has
a
oil?
there's a small line
That's how they can
going out there.
I wait online.
You wait a little bit.
They're not
What can
the
I get you?
size of a fucking
Hi.
oil spell.
Whatever you recommend.
It's a lot of oil.
The muscle
You
mesh
get a
of
muffin
course.
today.
Okay.
You gotta eventually make up your own mind.
I don't know anything about bakery, so
You don't have to. You just look at the menu.
I can't read. No kidding.
See, it's lesson in density.
I'll take these then, and just take the book out of your hand.
My books.
You gotta pick something.
You
Are
alright?
you alright?
You died.
Okay.
I rolled that one on the stairs.
Yeah, been there. Been there on day one of this place.
I'll take a rainbow cookie and a chocolate chip cookie. And
Hands you back your books.
and a tea.
Ask if they have any owlbear claws.
Alright, that'll be 3 copper.
I hand her a silver and tell her keep the change.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hand you the cookies and some tea.
I thought it was funny.
You go and grab a seat in one of the tables.
By myself in the corner.
Yep.
Spend the next hour reading
It's the biggest
comprehend
tree I've ever
casting
seen in my life.
comprehend language on the wooden book and just spending the next hour reading.
Alright. What are the 4 of you doing?
I'm picking my spells.
What?
I'm picking my spells.
Alright.
Dust and I are having a lesson in density.
Tell me again how an owlbear. You're confusing me.
Well, if
I
it was
am
covered
very
in oil,
confused.
it could float in water. But it's not covered in oil usually. Owlbears.
I wake up later than everyone else because I went to bed later than everyone else.
You see ducks.
I went to
They
bed
have
at normal
oil.
time.
That's why they can float.
You guys come down. I'll let you know that I wanted to do the owlbear, but Dub decided to come in, ask about a book, steal it, and then just run off.
She
You're
also told you,
upstairs, the
fuck
door
you.
closes.
I'm not doing the owlbear.
Fuck, she said, "Fuck me, I'm not doing the owlbear," and then sprinted away.
Sounded. Yep.
And
Sounds
the
like yep.
incessant lecturing from Mullion to Dust as Dust scurries down the stairs, followed by Mullion begging for his ear. Does that sound about right?
I think a duck is a
Duck.
duck.
Yes. That's correct. But if it didn't have oil, would it make it a? Would it still be a duck? Don't get me started on duck sauce.
Does Milo walk in at any point during as I'm reading?
Roll a perception check.
13.
13?
13.
You think you see him. across the bakery
The way?
on the other side.
Okay.
What do you
I just go back to reading.
If everyone's down here, I've just discussed. I still want to do the owl bear, but I'm like, I don't want to do it without Dove. But
I've also told you to fuck off.
Relay
Nicely,
that.
the nicest way possible.
you stole from me, then ran off.
Oh wait, Dove isn't here.
No, you had to lend you the
You
thing.
didn't,
No,
you didn't come back, right?
No,
You go to the bakery?
I'm at the bakery. I'm reading.
yeah, she's not here. She.
And then Moses.
She's down here.
No, she's
Oh,
down
you're
here.
down here.
Down,
I was
Dimitri
in
and
my
Mose come
room.
down.
My
And
bad.
Is Lenore with
So,
us?
so we're just missing one.
Yeah.
Unilaterally, she just decided to like go to the bakery.
I don't know where she went.
Oh,
She said, "Hey, can I see that book?" Grabbed it, said, "Fuck you, I have no interest in doing the owl bear," and ran out.
Not a team player.
Yeah, she does seem to have the penchant for running off to do other things.
I have an idea. When she walks in, take the net, throw it on her so she can't run,
Yeah, this should
and
be
then we
me.
can talk about the plans for the day.
Now that's a web of fate.
No, this is a net. I bought this at the hardware store.
I'm going to stop talking.
Oh, for the rest of you guys, we did complete the quest yesterday. Considered complete, 10 gold each, divided
That's
by.
complete.
It was
They
10
died.
gold
10 gold.
total.
They gave me 10 gold.
It was resolved.
Split one,
The
2,
situation was resolved.
split 7 ways.
Everyone gets
We
a
saved all future potential.
Here's a gold. What do we do with the last 3?
I'll take the money whenever it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I feel like we got more in the belongings that we nabbed from the generational lifetime of that family than what.
You definitely got the sense that it was not just that family. Like there was orcish stuff, goblin.
Other
There was a
people's-
goblin,
other
a
people's
goblin
stuff,
shopping list.
Correct.
It
Sure.
was
Send the
An
last
orc
three
to-do
back.
list.
It was
So
not
they had a
limited
good-
to that
What?
specific
How much
thing.
Good
would you
collection.
1. It was a 10 gold quest.
For all that trauma?
I wrote haikus about that quest.
Multiple.
Just send the last 3 back to Mr. White, I guess.
I'm just gonna save them for party emergencies. Just pay for food for the next 3 days or something.
Oh, so you're starting the new company card?
Yeah, there's 3 gold on it so far.
Nice.
That's a good idea. We should
Wait,
devote a specific percentage of our
Your
of our
company card's
earnings.
a prepaid Visa. It's not even a fucking credit card.
It's just banknotes.
It's like it's a vanilla card.
It's just a banknote that I have to cross out the amount of gold on it every single time I use it.
You just have cash.
What did I read for the last hour?
You are heavily engrossed in an abyssal book about the old one. It is going over what he was in the time of his reign, in the time of his, how he was one of the earliest of the second generation of gods.
You said you don't know identify, right?
And that he is
Above
essentially
table,
a
I know.
fundamental
Below, on
force.
the table, I never actually asked you.
But his force was so powerful that he was eventually sealed away. In an attempt not to lock him off, but to diffuse it, as it was too much. The children of this entity twisted into the opposite of what he stood for, seeking out order and structure in the wake of his unbridled, immense knowledge and chaos. It shows depictions that flash into your mind and things of battles against other nightmarish creatures that he would try to rise up and he would put under his heel and hold them at bay. And that when they locked him up, he took them with him to hold them back as well.
As I'm reading this book, I'm basically doing the same thing I'm doing now, just rewriting it in common in my notebook so that way I don't have to keep casting the spell. Okay, I put that book away.
An hour is not enough time to go through this.
No, it's not, but I put that book
It's
away.
like going through like the first couple of chapters of this book.
We come back and we're all bloodied and wounded. Yeah, we took care of the owl bear.
I put that book away, and then I grab out the
Stop
white
saying
one, and I
what
spend
about
the
that.
next hour
Goblin
reading that. Another cast of...
Giant toy?
You guys, an hour goes
Come
by
on.
for you guys. What do you guys wish to do?
I'm going to the bakery. I've had enough.
I'll be
We're
right
getting a
back.
final vote from the party.
How do you
Wow,
know?
with the favorite pastry.
I agree.
I'm fine with going for the owlbear. I'll be right back if you need me.
Thank you, but I don't know where she went.
She's at the she's looking for her man.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you right now.
All right, I'll go with you. I'll go with you to bakery because I'm curious if you're right.
We go to the bakery.
Alright, what are the three? You go out back. Mullion, what are you doing?
Where are you going?
bakery.
I want to see if she's right and she's looking at the bakery.
I go with you, and I usher you to come with us. Come on.
Fine, jeez. All right.
The four of you start walking your way
Habit
over
of
across
going
town, and
along
you
with
guys
everybody.
arrive at the bakery.
Can you sing a song?
The main line has started to flush down, so there's only there is a number of people still in here. It is a rather popular bakery. You guys walk in, and you see her sitting at one end, facing the direction, and you full look where her head is. She's right now looking at a book, but opposite is the other guy, facing away from her. So he has not seen her yet.
Miss Girl.
Poke.
Miss Ma'am.
You have not yet gotten to your second book. This is in that hour.
Oh, this is in that hour,
Yeah,
so okay.
This is towards the end of that hour.
I hate to interrupt your reading, but we need a final vote.
No owlbear,
Why?
because I don't want to.
Why?
You're the hung juror here.
Because I'd rather not kill a creature that I have a feeling we're not going to be able to kill, because
You don't think we could take an owlbear
no,
as a party?
There's 7 of us.
not even as a party. I think it's a bad idea to take the owlbear. I think we should do a different one. As I'm writing
Was
and
your
reading.
vote
Like
for
what?
the mirror and how that turned out?
Okay, we all thought it was going to be a simple thing, but it didn't turn out that way.
I never
Maybe,
said- I never
maybe,
said
maybe,
it'd be simple.
Maybe it's
We
a baby
all-
owlbear.
2 of us thought it was a simple one, but it didn't turn out that way.
So then what did you vote for?
Wait, did you actually think
After.
it was going to be simple? It was a person trapped inside of a mirror.
No, I didn't think it was gonna be simple. I'm just saying, like, everything happens for a reason. We know the owlbear is killing people. We didn't know what the mirror is gonna hold, so I thought that would be a fun mystery thing to do instead of knowing trying to kill an owlbear.
But Duff,
Mullion.
do you
Straightforward
remember
things.
when we were back in Dragonspire and we willingly took on a fire elemental? We knew what we were walking into. Remember how heroic you were? What happened to that?
Yeah, you can fight a fire elemental, but not an owlbear.
I'd rather not buy an owlbear.
Is
Because
this
because
the
another
Nora
owl-
You were
Because
attacking the Weaver.
because another
why'd you-
owlbear is gonna come out of nowhere and attack it again. So why try to attack this
I have a
owlbear when
quick
another one
question
might
for
come out?
Malta.
I'd rather not
Are you
fight
Lenore or
an
Milo?
owlbear.
Lenore.
Okay, because I would find it hilarious if Milo just got.
Yeah, no.
I'd
would've
also
been very
rather
easy.
not fight an owlbear.
Owlbears are actually normally
Why are you in the Adventurers Guild? What is your purpose?
cast.
Wow.
I think we'd all rather not fight an owlbear, but it seems like an owlbear needs to be fought.
Also, owlbears are actually very secluded creatures. Attacks on people is like very strange, actually. So I'm actually worried about what caused this thing to be roaming the countryside, killing people.
Something is definitely going on between the towns getting attacked and then owlbears encroaching on space of towns. It's worth the investigation. If you're not interested, I suppose you could stay here, but the rest of the party's interested in going. You're an asset to the team, and I think we should come. I'm not saying we shouldn't go for your quest, but there's other things that also need help that we could do in a timely manner. We also need the money.
Yeah, see, that was a social technique. We call it blowing smoke up your ass. You ready to go?
I call it keeping your
I'm
promises.
reading.
No, telling her she's an asset. That's called blowing smoke up here.
2 days ago, we all said we'll do the nice easy quest doing the mirror, and then we'll worry about the owlbear
No,
afterwards.
we said
That's
that
not
we
a
were gonna
promise.
do the
That's a
quest.
promise to you.
Yeah, we said we were gonna do the mirror quest, and then we were gonna talk about doing the quest with Milo because I brought it up to you guys.
None of us ever brought that up because that wasn't brought up until later on.
I brought it up before we went.
You brought it up
After-
as an afterward, the day of the quest,
Yeah,
not when we discussed it the day before.
No, I brought it up the day of the quest for the mirror that we would talk about either doing the owlbear or doing the Milo thing.
It also doesn't have to be an
Has
either
Mar-
or.
Have you explained Milo's thing to anyone else here?
I think I did.
I eavesdropped on your date, and that's all I know.
Well, you and Lenora, you and Mose
We
definitely
eavesdrop.
did.
You're not telling anybody. You're just demanding that we do your thing.
I know, I did tell them.
Lenore's literally saying, she's like, you're not telling anybody else.
Danielle's also saying that she did tell at least I remember telling the group when we played
You
last.
said Atlantis. Where is this? When is this? How long is this going to take? Is he paying us?
I didn't get that. I just know it's
Is this going to be more dangerous than an owl bear?
probably.
So you're gonna take a very long time.
Does it involve leaving the town? Does it involve leaving the country?
We have to go north of. I said all this. I remember this. Did I write this down? I definitely did.
Pretty sure I remember Dove just like as a matter of fact was saying, "Oh, also I found a thing with Atlantis. I'd like to do it after," and then we just like went into the mirror quest.
No, you might be right.
And I immediately said, "I'm not interested in Atlantis right now. I want to do the owlbear first," and then we moved on.
Why doesn't Milo come with us?
To what? To the owlbear?
If my other question is, Milo, he's very interested in this, and he seems like a very swell guy. Would he be joining our party on this, or is he just sending us off?
No, he would be joining us. He would be coming with. He's showing us where it is, and we have to help him find where Atlantis, or at least the entrance to Atlantis at the ruins. That's north of Goliath. No,
Goliath.
Goliath.
Is that why you all came here? You guys, a number of you came here on the behest of Mr. White to search for Atlantis?
I came here to
No.
do quests
No.
for the local guild, and that way
We
you
came
can
for
help the
the
people around
guild
here.
to help out to help people from Mr. White.
Because the army is currently up north fighting an entire war, so we said we were going to join the Adventurers Guild since they're the
Like,
ones
I'm not saying
currently
you
doing
can't do
everything else.
that, but like obviously if it's interesting to you and it matters to you, that's something you should look into. But at the same time, is that why you crossed the country, the continent? You left Dragonspire and Ocelon, came all the way here.
I feel bad if the owlbear was terrorizing the countryside. The goblins were still like taking out those trade routes,
What
and
if
the
we-
giant toad I'm also worried about. I'd like to at least take care of those three before worried about.
I can't
Make
wait
sure
for
this
your
town is
question.
secure.
sorry, Andre.
I apologize.
What if we get to Atlantis and there's a bunch of owlbears?
Yeah, then what happens?
At that point, we're there.
Scuba gear.
What if we hunt the owlbear and the key to Atlantis is right there?
Right, that's why he's acting. That's why he's acting so strange. He's
He's
gonna
going to Atlantis and then have to fight sea bears, but then also have to fight sea rhinoceros.
Damn.
I got the
Get
undergarments.
that circle.
So what's worse, an owlbear or a sea bear?
I think we just need to do more research and have everybody be more on. I think we all should meet Milo.
We should see if we're a good team.
Yeah, it's important to have a good dynamic.
Let's have him fight every one of us.
That seems
No,
like
we're not gonna have him fight every
At the
one of
same
us.
time.
No.
Could he join us on a quest
Yeah,
if we get to know each other?
Possible.
It's like speed dating.
I mean,
speed
yeah.
quest.
To be fair, jumping into another maze of a different whole different area to meet a semi-divine
Oh, excuse me.
spider creature did not seem like a great team building exercise. We definitely seemed like we were very scattered. And I know
Because
that
we were in a
had to.
labyrinth and we were
had to
definitely
be
scattered.
yes, but when we finally converged, it seemed like we had trouble deciding what exactly we would do in that situation,
we were not.
and it
And we
resulted
think
in a
that-
lot of us getting hurt.
And we think that fighting an
Unnecessarily
owlbear is
too.
gonna help the dynamic of working together?
Finding a
Working
single
together,
target.
yes.
Fighting an owlbear.
How to fight
Haven't
together.
you fought things before?
Not an owl.
You
No.
literally
Anything
fought an
else?
owlbear. It
An
was in your
owlbear.
backstory.
It was in my backstory. Yeah, no, I fought
You guys
Once.
took one down.
You fought an owlbear before?
once with Morgan.
Are you afraid of owlbears?
I'm not afraid of them. I just don't want to fight them again.
Sounds like. Are you scared of owlbears? Is that
No,
why-
I
is that
just
why you
don't want
wanna
to fight one again.
go? I'd like to insight check that.
Go ahead.
Am I rolling?
You can go ahead and roll.
I said go ahead.
Mine was 14.
Great, I'm telling the fucking truth. I don't want to fight one again. I'm not scared. I just don't want to fight one again.
Roll persuasion.
How is that fair to Ezek?
It's not that.
Well, you're a part of this group, and
13.
last time we took it to a vote.
I think
it
the
to a
vote.
vote.
I think the vote would very clearly settle this. It just seems like you
Go ahead,
just
vote.
not want to participate.
It's not that I don't want her to participate.
We want you to
just said
participate.
you don't want to.
I don't want to fight an owlbear. I don't mind doing other quests. I just don't want to do an owlbear quest.
Okay, do you want to do the goblin camp?
It doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm fine with doing the goblins. I just don't want to do the owls.
I'm worried that the owlbear has literally just killed 3 members of the guild and has killed other people in the countryside.
Are you part owlbear?
Probably.
I do want to do the goblin quest as well,
You
but
do
like
look strange.
I'm worried about the owlbear.
Can I turn into an owlbear real quick?
Yeah, do that. Shove her in the
Just
In
to
the-
see.
In the middle of the coffee shop, let's do an owlbear.
It's called exposure therapy, dear.
Yeah.
Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring
Look
me.
at it. Look at it.
Take
Yeah.
it to a vote then.
Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring him.
Owlbear vote. 3, 2, 1.
Can we just do a regular person vote?
Dimitri.
I'm not there.
Dimitri.
He's
Oh, yeah.
I
training.
vote owlbear.
Dimitri
Oh,
said
but
he wanted
yeah,
owlbear.
you
though.
did. Yeah. You
Yeah.
let them know
Yes.
before you even left.
Yep.
Lenora, we're raising our hands in a yay or nay.
Yeah. I
Ah!
per-
I don't know.
I need some time after what just happened, but I think an owlbear seems way easier than a mirror or finding a lost city that has been a thing of legend. But it's an owlbear. You've literally said you've taken one down before this,
Yes, I did.
so you don't think the
Bitch.
you don't think the 6 of you can do that?
Was it just
Bitch.
you and Morgan?
It
I'm trying to. Was it just?
was the 2 of you.
It was just the 2 of us. Yeah, it was just me and Morgan.
So
You and Morgan together were able to take down an owlbear,
It was a baby.
but
No,
you
kidding,
think
I
the
don't know,
6
remember
of
what it
us
was.
can't?
Do you
Morgan must have been
secretly
badass.
want people to die from the owlbear attacks?
No.
Insight check.
you attacked the girl. Did you want Jacob to die?
No. Wait. When?
Depends
Was
on
it
your
the-
girl.
I'm talking
When-
about. Was it after the doppelganger took over my body? Like took over my spot, or?
No, when we were in
21.
when we were next to the tree, trying to ascertain getting the person down from the cocoon,
No, I just
and
didn't.
I stopped her from shooting arrows at them, but you didn't seem like you wanted to negotiate at all.
No, I didn't want him to die. I wanted.
Well, but unfortunately, what you did caused him to die.
That's a strong.
Wow.
I would.
She held her shot. She fired. She released her
He
shot.
could have been dead before then, and she was
Ex-
just using that as a bargaining.
And we
Could
didn't
have
know.
been.
We couldn't. We
Could
wouldn't
have
know
been,
if he
but
was dead or
definitive-
not.
Okay, you can justify it like that, but we know in our heart of hearts, several arrows through our hearts would definitively kill you. Yes, even if it was just for show.
If you were a cat,
But what happens if he was dead before he? What happens if he
Are you
was
trying
dead?
to
Coon
like,
acts
what?
is best.
And if he was alive, you're playing devil's advocate right now. She was holding her shot. You fired. She released her shot after you fired.
Listen, she might have fired anyway,
She
but
probably.
I just want
You
you
were
to
also
know,
the first one to attack her.
Lenora, please. I just want you to know that your actions do have consequences, and inaction
I know.
inaction has the same amount of consequence. So, just putting that in the context of everything that's going on right now, you need to be part of the team in order to affect change effectively.
Close my book. And I'm like, let's go do the owlbear. Get up and leave.
How are we gonna go do the owlbear if you get up and leave?
I'm leaving to go back to the guild.
Storms out.
Where are you
Let's
going?
I think we should start with the 2 wounded adventurers. Oh well, after
Going
after her.
I'm just.
We're not
walking to
killing the 2
Heroes
wounded
Guild.
adventurers.
Yeah, let's finish them off.
Go gadget net.
The 2 wounded adventurers. We can ask them where they ran into us.
I said this was the fucking plan from the start because of Knack had us running.
She's a
Not
flight
running.
risk.
I'm going to the fucking guild.
19 for the net throw.
Just she starts walking up. You just throw a net over top of her.
All right, I grab her leg. Someone grab her head.
I'm going to the guild.
You're not going anywhere now.
This is a practical joke. I'm so sorry. We
I'm
will
going
clean
to
it
the
up.
over and you see
guild.
Milo look out the glass and watch this happen, confused.
I'm like trying to talk down the clerk.
Honestly.
I shoot him a look like.
Shoulder carry her. out.
He points at you, and you hear in your head, "Do you need help? Are you okay?"
Our party would like to have a meeting with you one day. Not now, though.
When
Now
we have
is
more
not-
nets.
You hear it again in your head. Okay, that's no problem.
Thanks.
Good luck on whatever you're doing.
I was walking to the Heroes Guild.
Not quick enough.
I
I
want to meet
don't know.
Milo, but I can't think of an organic way to do it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
At what point during this watch did they get stopped by some sort of enforcement as to why they're carrying a person over their shoulders in a net?
White
do not.
van.
Inventory.
Just white man.
0.01.
White
Oh,
man's
because-
getting out here.
Because
White
they're
man
only
can't
5 pounds.
next
Is it even
They would have
Do I
gotten
have, like,
8 if they
one
were had
ball bearer?
bullied in the net. They would have been like, "Let's help you with that." You guys continue across. You guys carry Dove.
Who was
over
already
to the
going
guild.
to the fucking
You carry her to
guild?
the guild on your shoulders.
Was walking in the correct direction, and we're just like,
You guys arrive inside. What are you doing?
taking the net off of her.
Yeah.
Damn.
First I go to grab Dimitri from the back.
I go to the fucking
decided
door and grab
owlbear.
the owlbear
I'm beating
quest
the
and
shit out
just
of
yank it
training
off
dummies
and
still.
go to the front.
I
We're doing
There's,
this quest.
I would like to think that at one
No
point,
problem.
Thank you.
am I able to,
Hands it back.
Great, let's go!
am I able to
I
go
got
to
it
the same
already.
dummy that I was
I
beating up
appreciate it.
yesterday?
Thank you.
They were swapped.
She's pissed off, so she's
Can
not
I
going
find
to
the
say
beat
you're
up
welcome.
dummy?
She's
Yeah.
going to hold it and
So I just
start
put it up and then beat
start
it.
reading it.
Yeah.
Can I read some info?
Actually, wait. Can I beat up the new one?
Dude,
I want all these dummies to have like cuts and bruises.
I hope this dummy gains
Can I
sentience and kicks the
see-
shit out of you.
I just want to read the
I'm
info
working
on it.
through some stuff here, okay?
I take my time
And that's
reading
like
it
your
slowly
nightmare.
now.
The dummy
What
comes
does it
to life
say?
and you
You're
have to
illiterate. You
apologize
can't
to
read.
Cast comprehend
Can't
language.
comprehend
That's her secret. She can't read. She just keeps
She needs
casting.
a spell to read. She can't read otherwise. She can't read any language. She can speak them, but she always needs to cast it.
1 hour into every day, she runs out of
Got
spell
the
slots. She's like,
Comic!
please, what do the little fucking symbols mean?
You cheated in kindergarten, so you never learned.
It was all a sorcerer, so it was blood. It was innate magic you never could read in the first place.
How do I enunciate?
Fuck
It's
off.
just Anya from Spy Film. She's just reading other people's minds to pass the test.
Just like suddenly forget what a fucking
What's up,
vowel
Fuck
is.
you.
In the middle of
It's not.
reading.
We're not making fun of Dove.
I know, I
We're not
know.
making fun of Danielle. We're making fun of Dove.
Fuck you. But no,
What's up,
she's
Isaac?
just reading
We
very
agreed on
slowly.
owlbear. Dove's really pissed that we took it, and I believe she took the thing. We're on our way to go take care of that. Ready to go?
You
Okay.
read the Mystic. It is freshly remade, going over how there is an owlbear terrorizing the forest to the northwest of Goliath. It has killed 13 people so far, and there are 5 people still in recovery.
Oh, sweet. Some people survived.
Are the people in recovery in serious, critical, regular? Are they able to speak with that?
The notice says that like 13 people have been killed, 5 people are in recovery right now.
Is it a number or is it
let
tally
you know,
marks?
Isaac let you know that 2 people they're tally marks.
Just like every single time someone dies.
Isaac let you know that 3 people died yesterday, and 2 of them are currently in the infirmary.
I
I'd like to see the ones in the infirmary so
I
to help us
agree.
look for them.
Not
Does it say
So
where?
I want to
does
see
it
them
say
so we
where
know
they are, like
where
the
to start looking for
civilians
the
are part of the
We need to end
guilds?
their
It does not say who.
Okay.
afterwards, and
I
then
Does
think
it say
they're
where they are at
Indians.
all or no?
No. It just
tell them
tells
to
you how
stay
many
away from the
people.
bucket
And-
with the worms.
Different infirmary.
It has gone from 50 to 60 gold.
Good job,
I
guys.
put it in my pocket and I'm like, we're going to the infirmary.
Is
Okay.
everybody prepared
No.
before we?
Yeah.
Sure.
I wanted to point out that I grabbed every bolt from the ground.
You might want to grab like a very,
Not-
very
not
big
the
bear
ones
trap.
running through. I intentionally
Something.
discounted those.
Something to trap it, right?
I agree.
Like a net.
I rolled a
Like
3.
a net. Like
We
a
already
very,
used
very
our
big
net.
and strong net.
It doesn't disappear. It doesn't disintegrate.
Like an absurdly large bear trap that could kill
I
one of
believe
us
I
in one
shot-
hit.
No, a
wouldn't
whale
roll.
trap.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Like a whale
It's
trap,
not bad.
exactly.
During the thing, I shot 8 times. I did not.
Alright, you recovered 5 of them.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
A
that's actually
certainly
more than I
large
discounted.
bear trap. Can you imagine us carrying that shit through the fucking woods? It's like the size of a fucking Honda.
Just remember, how hard is it to get the arrow tips out of the TV?
Exactly.
Is that an in-game question?
How fast were we destroying those arrows? Those bolts.
Yeah.
There you go.
Um,
You guys start to work your way across the town quickly over to the infirmary. You arrive at the same. After speaking to the guild, you were informed that the people from yesterday were over at the one that you were treated at.
Hello, Summer.
Hello. How can we help you? You all look like you're in okay condition, so none of you are ill.
I'm told there were
Thank you.
2 adventurers that checked in yesterday after being wounded by an owlbear.
Yes, they are currently in the back right now. We have them laying down. They're pretty roughed up.
Are they
We had
awake?
to. One of them lost their arm.
Jeez.
Are they awake?
They are.
Alright.
Is it
Not
okay if we go
all.
speak to them?
Nope, not all of us should go back there. That is too
Maybe
much.
some of us speak to them?
Yeah, you can follow me.
Be sensitive.
Who wants to
Your
go?
other friends
I'll
just
go
died.
because I think I have more. of a
Oh, you
connection
guys
to
look quite
people.
handy. I mean,
You
I-
think you
Isaac,
have more of
stay
a
here.
connection to people?
Oh, you're not. No,
What
you're not.
are
Soot.
you
Sorry, I was
talking
about to say.
about?
What do you mean? You're not Soot. Sorry.
Oh, you were ready to dunk on
I was ready to attack you. I was like, no, you're not Soot.
may all of us go back?
I
or
will
just
defend
couple
Soot
of us?
until
I
I
would
fucking
think
die.
just 6 people would be a lot. I would say only 3 of you go.
I can wait outside.
I call.
I'm a cleric.
If you can help them, definitely.
I'll go.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
I want to get info on the
You're just
general
gonna
area of the
talk shit
lands.
till show of fingers. How many times did you get hit?
You're like asking, did you come to the? He came to this hospital not to heal them, to get information. What do you think was he gonna? What the fuck are you gonna do?
Okay, just lift up your hands and tell me. I mean,
Like information. I walked through the woods, I got smacked in the fucking head, and all my friends died.
I
Okay,
just
go
walked
north.
up to her like I'll go.
All right, so the three of you go.
William, you coming?
No, I got nothing to do here.
Whoa.
I didn't want to
I'll
overcrowd.
go.
Okay, 3 of us will
so we
go.
go to the back.
All right.
You should go. You go. You're great with people.
Okay, just one of us
Okay,
has
I
to
wait.
say.
Just stay up front.
Okay.
Mose, Dove, and Ezek go, and you go towards the back, and you see 2 people currently wrapped up. You can see that there are numbers of wraps around them, covering wounds on their legs, their arms. The one younger girl, her left arm is cut off from the elbow, just below the elbow. It's just the stump. It is wrapped up.
Is the nurse? She's a nurse.
She did not accompany you.
She didn't.
Summer is not with us.
Are any of them like awake?
Yeah, the both of them are sitting up, kind of not really like looking at anything specifically. They're kind of just like sitting there. They both look like they're visibly in pain. As you like look at them, you can see all the sources of cuts and wounds on them.
I'd like to walk up to. So, who are the two who are awake? Specifically, it's
I said a young girl with an arm missing, and
And then there's a young boy. I say boy. They're both probably like 17.
I'd like to look. I'd like to see if I can see what rank they are, because I
Are they
recall
in-
saying that
are they-
I recall the person saying that they were low ranks.
They were both they were both bronze.
Oh, the babies.
I'm sorry to bother you guys. We're
Bronze is like
from
2
the
ranks up, isn't it?
Adventurers Guild.
10 is
And-
lowers.
Yeah, 10 is lower, but then after
We were
that,
curious about your encounter with the owlbear. If you could spare us a few details.
Well, please tell me it's not just the three of you that are going after it. This
No,
this is the guy.
there's
6 of us.
3 more.
Well, I hope you have better luck than we did. Oh,
I'm sorry for the
what do you
loss.
want to know?
I'm sorry for the loss of your friends in the party.
Thank you.
Where was your last encounter with the owlbear before you came here?
It was weird. We thought we were tracking the owlbear up north, as in just northwest of the city, and it rushed us. It charged us out of nowhere. We weren't near a cave. We were in a just in the wooded area, and we just all of a sudden just came out from the trees, and it caught one of our friends, Edmund, off guard, and just started tearing into him before we even had the chance to react. It was constantly just looking around rapidly and just zeroing in on one person, just laying into them.
I try to put my hand on his shoulder and like support, because I can tell it's hard on him.
I didn't know they acted like that. Thought they were, I don't know,
That sounds odd to me, right?
very.
Yeah.
They're protective of their home, but they'll normally try to scare things off first. They don't rush.
Never heard an owlbear rushing.
Did you notice anything besides it coming at you that way? Physically, its appearance, any changes?
It was it's like reddish, like I don't know. It was still brown, like most of them are, as all of them are, at least these ones. But it had like this, I don't know, like this, like tone to it. Not like it was like just all of it, like its whole body, like had like this. It looked like it was like had a red hue underneath the feathers. It was weird.
Was it like
Its eyes were also like a dark orange. As far as I'm aware, they're normally yellow. Most of the time. It started. It started like I don't. It looked weird. It was a different color. Like it wasn't a normal looking one. It wasn't. It looked different. It wasn't bigger. It was normal size, but it looked different.
A full adult.
Yeah, it was definitely an adult.
Do you guys have any other questions?
That's not
Did you? Sorry, go ahead.
You said there was only attacking one of you. How did you guys
It
escape?
took one of us at a time. It would zero in on someone and just lay into them. As it was tearing into my friend, I tried to pull her out, and it got me a couple of times, and she managed to blind it in a moment, and we managed to escape, and I carried her off before we passed out.
Did you notice anyone else around besides the three of you? Like someone possibly controlling it from a distance?
No, I didn't see anybody else besides the 5 of us and it.
It's in the northwestern forest. You said you were tracking it through the forest?
We were tracking, we thought was it. It could have been a bear, but we thought we were tracking its prints. We were close. It found us before we found it.
Okay.
Anything that you... Do you think you did any damage to it, or you didn't even have the chance?
It didn't seem to care. It just kept coming and kept coming and just kept coming. When it was blinded, it just started tearing into a tree nearby, just ripping it apart.
Did it have any markers on it? Like symbols? Burns?
There were arrows in its back, and some of the fur was burnt and stuff like that, but no markings. No, the most distinguishing thing was the kind of red-ish coloration to it, like a red brown.
It's not
Do
you,
you have
it's
any other
me.
questions? Thank you.
Anti-coordination
Stay strong.
of Lenora.
Kill that thing.
Was that just the girl speaking?
Just a boy. The girl did not turn her head, did not open her mouth.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I go to her and I sit like kind of in front of her, so that way she's like facing me, even though she's like not looking at me, if I'm gonna be correct. And I cast detect thoughts on her, not like probing in, just like the surface level. Thank you.
Just the surface are just flashbacks to it. She's just constantly reliving it. She has not uttered a sound since you guys have come in.
Does it correspond to what he said? The flashbacks that I see.
I think we should go.
I want to dive deeper to see if she if with those flashbacks, dive deeper, see if I can see like any surroundings, like if she noticed anything that didn't pick up in her mind, like right then and there.
What's your DC?
13 wisdom.
Diving deeper, you see her trying to cast spells. You see her watch her friends die. And as she raises her hand, you watch as the owlbear bites into her arm and starts to throw her across the ground. And you just watch as this creature, just with wild intent in its eyes and a anger and a drive in this creature, just pure malice. You watch as it rips off her arm, and she looks over at the stump as her friend drags her off, as this creature starts ripping into a tree.
just give her a gentle arm squeeze.
Doesn't even react.
And I walk out.
Close.
Thank you for your time.
You guys leave and you meet up with your 3 friends waiting outside. You see them all there.
Muline's talking to the trauma nurses, sharing war stories. Telling the story of how Moe's opened up the cocoon and is like, you should have seen the size of this body.
It's really
Between
nice.
the bloating
It's
and the
incredible.
subcutaneous edema. It was like double the size
She's like
of
in the
a
middle of
person.
like bandaging someone. She's like, "That's great. It's so
The
fantastic."
doctor would have loved it.
Is the patient sitting there like traumatized at what it is?
Yeah, the patient's wide-eyed. She's like not even paying the slightest bit of
Yeah.
attention.
So you get bloating from the inside, and you get
The
swelling
second
from
I
the
see them
outside.
come out, I'm like, okay, Mulian, time to go. I just start
There's a
following
layer
away
of
from
skin that's not being irritated.
Time
It's
to go.
sandwiched between the
I
top
just
layer and the
walk
The
bottom.
guy looks so even more traumatized
I just
from
walk
you
him
than
out
from
of
the
the vein.
wounds.
Being ushered out, there's ooze everywhere because of the enzymes from the spider.
You know, all in all, that might have been a very net positive because he wasn't focused on the pain of being treated. Yeah, we have bigger
The
problems.
cocoons are the stomach, and the enzymes are the stomach acid.
All
Right
right.
here.
All right, woods to the northwest, owlbear. There's something strange going on with it. The behavior's very strange. Like, to begin with, it's attacking people. It's owlbears are normally very secluded, and even when you see them, they try to scare people off, and they're not as aggressive. Based on the stories he told us, this owlbear, it's almost like it's enraged. It's underneath its feathers was glowing red. Its eyes were a different color, and it single-mindedly tore that group apart one by one.
Would I know when the
Do you
person
guys
said
know
about
Single-mindedly or
the
single-handedly?
like walking
Single-
out? I'm thinking. Do I
Narrow-mindedly killed one person,
Sorry. Do I know?
then
like,
aggressively
the type
went
of,
for the
like,
next.
red glow?
It wasn't trying to
Like,
scare them
red
off. It wasn't trying to like
detect that would
defend
be
his
magic.
territory. It was
No.
just
No.
No,
rip
it-
one person
It
It
apart,
wasn't glowing. It was just
then
red.
move to
Oh,
the
it's
next
just red.
one.
Okay.
When
Well, it
blinded,
looked- I was
it
saying trying to say
attacked a
reddish.
tree. So what? I think I don't know. It's just like in constant barbarian rage.
The owlbear ripped that poor girl's arm off before she could even cast a spell.
Do you guys know anything that would cause an owlbear's skin to basically like appear more reddish in that way and be this hostile? You guys ever hear of a spell or anything like that?
No. Like a rash or something?
I'm worried that there's some. I've heard there's cult activity around, but I don't know if this is related to it.
What about that rash?
We need to be on our guard, and should someone get locked in on it, it'll be distracted by that one person should they decide to run or just shield themselves.
We also have to be careful about casting spells because it seemed like it went straight to the girl who's casting the spell to rip her arm off.
They
Is
were
that
one.
really?
They were the last two.
So,
Oh, sorry.
All the other three members of the party
okay.
are dead.
So
Oh,
my
okay.
next question is, what's the intelligence of an owlbear?
Right. That seems like it knows what causes
I don't-
spells.
Kill the support members first.
Do, they did tell us though that at one point they blinded it, and it started aggressively attacking a tree. Like, we have a way to blind it, but I'm also trying to figure out why is it so aggressive that it's lashing out at anything.
Unfortunately, I
Could be
think we should
possessed.
neutralize the target first and
Yes,
investigate
absolutely.
after.
Absolutely, but I also just wanted to bring this up in case, like, in the middle of battle, don't expect it to, like, after a while run away. It will. Once
We're
it
gonna
gets its
have to hunt
claws
it
on
to
one
death.
of you,
You did
It
make
will
a good
keep
point,
going.
though, that maybe somebody is controlling it. So maybe we should.
Someone
I
else.
can wild shape, if you guys didn't see before, into another creature, and maybe investigate the area first.
I'm
And if
But-
you locate it, you can follow it until it falls asleep, and then we can attack it while it's sleeping.
If it falls asleep.
That would be horrible if you don't
I'm-
ever sleep.
Well-
worried that even in a wild shape form, the owlbear would attack you. We don't know if it's attacking other animals.
We need to do maybe a
It does
little
seem like it's
research.
under some kind of curse that might make it not need to sleep.
I'm
And-
worried it's under some sort of curse to begin with.
Actual question: can owlbears actually fly? No, right?
No, they
No,
can.
No.
they just
they can-
look like owls, and yeah. Okay.
and they can leap incredibly hard, incredibly far.
Maybe you could be like a bird or something.
I mean, I do have my wings, so.
That's true to facts. So,
Do we have everything we need?
Do we want to get like traps of some sort?
we could get a bear trap and like
Several
a flagon
bear
of oil,
traps?
several hundred bear traps, and like a flagon of oil, and then bait, and then we could like when the trap goes off, then we can set the thing on fire as well.
We might have like a raging, flaming owl
Okay.
bear running around. I don't think that's a good. I
The only
think
thing-
then when it swipes you, you're gonna burn also.
We as a team only fight
Also,
things
it
that
is
are on
the
fire.
True.
I think that we should
What
make
was that?
They should.
Flame
a
after
plan.
not.
Most of them are.
Being
There's
hibernated.
The vast majority should be either slow or lethargic. This is.
Also thinking about it,
We could poison the bait.
the bear
like
should
that
the
idea.
bear should be hibernating. Why is it so aggressive this time of the year?
Weird, I agree. We could poison the bait.
But what if it's not eating people? It's literally killing them to kill them. It's not. It's obviously not killing it for food.
If it puts it in its mouth, it will ingest something. Right?
Maybe.
Are we walking and talking, by the way?
Are you guys headed out of the town?
Right? With-
Maybe
There
we
is
should-
only one thing I'd like to buy if possible.
We should hit up like
Wanna
a
buy?
full supply store.
I
or
wanted to
something.
buy scent blocker, something that masks our scent. If not, I'm just gonna use mud in the middle of the woods.
You would have. You'd have a vial of it because that was something that was commonly sold in Dragonspire.
Sweet!
So you'd have actually, I'd say you have a couple of doses of that because that was something that was very commonly used when leaving the town to try to mask their scent from the creatures.
Is it just dirt and goblin blood?
So
And that's, you said 2 doses, so definitely
No,
not
you've
enough
got a
for-
couple of doses.
Oh, enough for all of us?
If you, it would burn through everything you have.
I have Pass Without a Trace as a spell that can be cast on multiple people, so I would
Fair.
Rat
save
poison
that as
Fair.
an escape.
an obvious answer to poison.
I don't think...
Any other idea?
I'm worried that Pass Without a Trace wouldn't work once we're already seen.
Bear
I
trap.
don't know
If we
how-
go in
Yes.
initially with Pass
Didn't
Without
you
a
say that
Trace
this
and
thing
then
just
use
came out
your
of
potion
nowhere and
as
start
an
picking
escape?
people off?
That I
From what the
Yes.
gentleman told us, yes.
We can also use it to sneak up on
Do
it.
we assume we'll have enough time to set up traps?
No.
We will
Well,
have
the
Moe's
good- the good
scouting out
thing-
the area.
The good thing
Are we
is
sure
that
we want to send one person ahead when
No,
this
we
thing is
do
flying through
not.
the forest and picking people off
It
one by
can't fly. We covered that.
But
It can
Good
So
be
this
jump.
thing
this
is
though.
moving
jump.
very quickly through
What's
the
the
forest.
jump on
you know,
an
it could
owl
ju-
bear?
it could jump up a tree or something.
I think we need to find somebody who's a zoologist who can give us.
We
a
should go to the Dragonspire Zoo
Yes,
right
I
now.
No, she said we should find
Just full
someone
of
like a
dwarves.
zoologist. I'm like, hi, I'm
We
an
leave
expert
with like
in these
cotton
things.
candy and spinny hats.
Ranger here.
It don't work at all.
So, what is the jump, like height of a?
Can it climb trees? And
Approximately
jump?
45 feet in the air, leap that far ahead. It has difficulty climbing trees, but it absolutely can. It has the strength to do so, and it will obliterate anything nearby. Running up a tree is not a good idea, because even if it can't get up the tree, it will easily topple the tree.
Great.
What are its natural?
This was supposed to be the simple
weaknesses?
quest.
Apparently this was supposed to be the simple quest.
This is fun. We get to.
If we
Those
can't
guys in the
handle an
infirmary
owl
didn't think-
bear, we are so cooked.
Natural weaknesses or arrows. Just kill it.
Oh, it's my only weakness.
Okay, so stock up on flaming arrows.
But
It's
we,
raining.
we should try to
Then we
trap
should-
it
Fucking wait.
Clap it.
somehow, like naturally trap it somewhere, like
But if it's
Like,
killing, but
lead it into. We can use the fact that it wants to kill us to our advantage if we
Yeah.
try to lead it somewhere that it'll get stuck in.
but what
or
happens if
something.
we're not fast enough and it catches us and we're dead before we
Then you
try
fucking
to
die.
Then you die. Just be fast enough. Don't get close enough to where you can't.
Then
I
I
am
go
a
away.
weak girl.
I'm not saying you specifically.
I
gonna
know,
be the
but
one
I
leading
can't
it. I'm
I'd
run
like to
not
know
saying
fast.
if
you're
you're the one that attacked you and how aggressive it was.
I
It came out of nowhere and you had to rush and hide. It's probably the same guy.
I had a run-in with an owl bear a while back. I recall it was incredibly aggressive. It almost got me, but I was able to hide to escape it.
So So you didn't kill it,
There was no way I could have done it on my own.
but you killed it. Different one.
Me and Morgan did. It probably wasn't. It. I don't think it was. If I recall, it was not aggressive like this one.
One thing for you guys. If it does pin one of you, I say, and if I'm wrong from experience, just say don't say that. One of the others have to attract his attention as much as you can, so that it stops attacking the one person it has pinned. It will keep attacking that one person until they're dead.
Based off of what he said, that makes the most
Jumps
sense.
on
I
its
think
back
single
and stab it through the head.
Okay, God.
You guys are
You
You
can
guys
make a
have
distraction.
left the city by this time. You guys are starting your way through the forest.
Oh, I guess we're not getting bear traps.
So we're not doing traps.
Well, no one said to.
No, he said to do it, but a couple of you. So if you guys
He
want,
asked,
before
are we
you leave
walking
the
out of town? And then we said, wait, and then we had a conversation.
And we just never
And
said that we
never
were
said that
going
we
to
were
go buy
leaving.
traps.
I don't see traps being effective.
I'm worried
also-
that
I think it's
Agreed.
better than nothing.
I agree with Dimitri.
You don't see traps being effective, but us getting mauled to death is effective.
It might slow it down.
from my experience,
Don't
do
track
bear
your
traps
prey.
work
Let's
on
all travel
owlbears?
6 deep
If
and
you
die
get
together
them
in the
trapped
fucking woods.
and secure them properly.
What was
How much
that?
are bear traps?
I don't know. Fucking at least rat poison or something.
I have some money. Let's go buy a few bear traps. I'll carry them.
Can you say bear again? You're like bear traps.
Did I?
Yeah, you're like better traps. Let's
Do it, come on, you
let's
large
hunt a
one,
few
do
better
it.
traps.
Let's go get bear traps.
There you go.
And I'm slipping back into soda again.
Bad.
Let's get some bear traps.
Okay, and then we need something to lure it. We're saying that it's not really attracted to
us.
food.
It's us.
It's us.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Okay.
have a idea. What if we get livestock to send into the area and see what happens? Use that as a distraction.
We're
But
gonna
we
kill a chicken.
strap the
It's
bear
killing
traps to a
humans.
cow, and then run the cow into the woods. The owlbear will attack the cow, get caught by the bear traps.
And then the cow can fight the fucking owl.
Question.
Mose, can you turn into a cow?
You know what you should do? You should get 75 feet of rope. You should get 3 hook pendulums to your
talking
back.
to
He's like, you should get 75
Oh
feet of
my
rope, 3
God.
pendulums, 5 springs, a livestock. You should hire helps. Why not build a whole Rube Goldberg
Do we
machine?
even
out
have
of
the
this?
money
So
for
you're
a
fucking
cow?
right at this point. This is fucking
We could
annoying.
barely afford a horse. Can we
Well,
afford a
Jake.
cow?
That is also true.
No.
We
How
can
are you
steal a
feeling
cow.
about going after an
We
owl
can
bear?
steal a
We can
cow.
get an
As I'm talking about the traps and talking to my bag.
Well, it's more straightforward than finding a person in a mirror. But it seems like this owlbear is not a normal one, so it may be more dangerous than the normal. But
I hate him.
there's that's the
Damn
choice
it.
there. Do you believe that dealing with
Poor creature.
some of the other crazy creatures and different things are that much better?
Do you think they were right
the most
about what
deadly
they said
herbivore.
about me? Being cold-hearted.
You seem single-minded. Have you been diagnosed with ADHD?
No, motherfucker.
We need
You don't seem to have OCD, but you seem to be
some form
hyperfixated
of
on
war
one
for
thing.
real though.
You
For
know.
either traps or poison. If it's not
I
attracted
have a
to food,
soul.
if it's attracted to motion,
I
please
know.
find a way to either
Isn't
mimic
that crazy?
motion
I didn't realize that.
or
I had one.
maybe
We can
catch
possibly-
something
Does that mean I could go
and
to
let it
heaven?
fucking
I
flail.
don't do anything, so
like
why
a
would I go to
deer.
heaven? I'm probably not going.
Tie it to like
We can try to
a
find
tree
some way to
multiple
get
angles
you into
so that it can still
a
stand.
Do I notice her talking to a bag? Or do I notice her talking at all? Because I really hope I just see her talking to herself.
Roll
I-
a perception check.
I would say like
You
I
can roll
kind
a
of
stealth check.
okay. Oh, shit. Oh, you know what? I'll just roll on here. Please, dear Lord, give me something.
Please let me roll low so I think you're talking to yourself.
Skibbity
7.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Yeah.
They have no idea you're talking.
Sick.
I was hoping I just think you're talking to yourself occasionally.
So as far as attracting its attention,
You would have. I still
should it
would
be
have.
us or should it be
But
some
anyway,
type of mimicry? To you as a bard, do you have any illusion magic?
So-
Is that a thing you have?
I'm
I don't have it
single-minded.
prepared right now, but I do
just
know a
need
few
answers.
homes that
You know
if
how I was back in the
written-
day.
on the page, I could create like a small minor illusion, but it isn't that complex. Although it might not need to be that complex to fool the raging owlbear. but
What is the
not sure.
intelligence of the average owl bear?
Zoologist?
They're not very intelligent species.
They're not a
They
very.
can-
Above or below a 4?
They're not a very intelligent species, I'd say.
Most can scout the area, which
That's what
defines
you
the
said,
area
they're
the
not
owl
very
bear is
intelligent
living in. Once it falls asleep, we can set up the traps. The illusion
What time
magic,
is it?
wake it up, and then lure
Outside or
it.
inside?
Or where are we?
We are.
Right
and
now,
then
it's
we
you guys
kill.
had.
We
It's
go for
only
the kill.
about
That's my
10, 11 p.m.
opinion.
Not p.m. AM.
What?
Oh, honestly, like, we're not going out at night.
See how
10 or
many
11
bear
a.m.
traps we can get.
Moses the
How
scout.
long does it take to set up a trap? Is
Traps.
I would
No, it takes
observe
a
the
couple of minutes.
creature, but,
You have to for a bear trap.
who
Not
was in
only
my
do you,
head
I am
earlier
assuming you'd want to
talking me?
not
I
only
think
have it
that's something
secure,
that
you
they
want to
do.
wind
No,
it.
gotta
It takes
secure
a
that.
lot of effort to open them.
Alright.
It's
I'm
going
not
to take 2 people to
schizophrenic.
open them, and then you're
Yeah.
going to need to set it, secure it,
You're not a
and cover it.
psychiatrist or cleric.
How far is it from the
I
area that
have
we
my
have to go
mental
to
health
where we
book.
are?
Oh,
wherever the fuck we
you
are?
have the DSM
Depends if you guys are right now on the
Yippee.
outskirts of the city, maybe an hour,
I'm a DSM-4 person.
depending on how
Thanks.
fast you
Oh.
find it.
How much for bear traps?
They're coming out the
Bear
6.
traps
You
are
better
probably
hurry
5
up.
silver a piece.
I'll buy.
Yeah.
How heavy are they?
Dissociative identity disorder. What is that?
Like, would you be able
30
to?
pounds.
Uh,
They're solid iron.
I'll probably only be able to carry like 2. Like one in my hand and one on my back, like one hung from my belt loop.
I
We're
worry.
talking bear trap.
Bear
Yeah.
traps.
I
bear
worry
traps
that
are 30
carrying
How
bear
much
pounds,
they
traps
cost?
though will
5
significantly
silver
affect our
each.
stealth.
but they're 30 pounds.
Well, again, that's what she going ahead is going to be for. She'll be ahead of us scouting, right? So we're
She
going to keep
doesn't
our
get
distance,
attacked.
set up the traps, and then when we're in the area, right? Once we know, we set up the traps, they're already set up. Then's the lure time. Then we lure it to the trap. We're not doing it on the fucking fly.
Gold piece for you.
It's how much is it per trap?
What is
5
this for?
It's 5
Okay.
silver.
I'll buy
From
2.
the
I'll
mirror?
buy 2.
No, you
Sure.
won't.
I'll buy 4.
Company credit card.
We don't have a company credit card.
We do now. We have
Yeah.
3 gold left over.
Okay.
It's a separate pouch. You need a separate pouch and label it or something. Label it with like
we
My
should-
old credit card pouch.
Nylums few.
Rat poison as well.
I don't think rat
I don't
poison would
think-
be potent
Poison.
enough.
I don't
It
think
might
that.
help.
I don't think that would kill an owlbear,
I think that would just
Or
enrage
even-
it
Your
maybe.
thoughts.
or even make it
Are you
slow.
ready?
Yeah, Dimitri, what are
No.
your thoughts?
Poison wouldn't do anything to
I think
organic
carrying
matter.
around
Not
bear
rat poison.
traps will only impede
The
us
amount
in
of
sending someone
rat poisoning it
ahead
would take to kill an
to
owlbear.
scout.
Something that's meant to
Well,
kill
I don't
something
know
this
why.
big.
I don't know
Sending
why
someone
you're.
ahead to scout an area where we know there is a rampaging owlbear that is attacking things on sight will most likely end with that person being dead.
And we know the site. We don't need to scout ahead. We know where it's attacking. If we get between point A and point B, if we know there that
Okay,
it's attacking.
we're
so
just going in with no trap, no plan at all.
we can do a trap,
Yeah,
but
let's walk 6 deep
We
in
won't
the
we
woods.
won't know when to set up the trap at all or be
Yeah.
on us. That's what the point of the
Well, I see.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna
Let's
quickly
have-
set up the trap and throw it down.
There's an attempt in my scout to observe its behavior to see if anything else suspicious is going on. Because who's to say that there isn't another owlbear in the area that's being controlled by somebody else? And there's multiple owlbears. Thoughts? Not to have a conspiracy theory, but I'm just saying. You know, it's got this red glow. It's got orange eyes. It's behaving abnormally. It's a potential. I don't think me flying high up in the air, hoping I can see down. I'm not going to be a fool of it.
how
Well, we're
long can you
descending
fly
stone.
without having to come down?
God.
Until you get tired. You don't have a fly time. You have a fly speed. You are an airborne creature. You can fly for quite a long time.
So if you can stay up well above the canopy, well above the ability of them being able to jump up and grab you out of the air, you're essentially just our eyes and the ears in the air. And it'll go to you, sure, but it'll just be right directly below
What does
you.
Lenore have to say
will
about
you
all
do
this?
wild shaping?
Lenore
during
stayed
this?
behind.
Oh, right.
Once we engage, I think we need to have sending stones for communication because I don't know the range on the.
Mine,
The
I can
mine
go
thing.
3 miles.
Okay. I mean,
My plan was to
That's
have her use
considerable.
pass without a trace, see if we can get eyes on the owlbear first, find it, and then set the
Yeah.
traps, and then intentionally let it find us so it charges us into the traps.
was that your plan?
Well, pass without a trace instead of having her fly over.
I thought the plan was run into the woods and swim.
Okay, no.
God, Lord, I
If,
need.
if she does pass without a trace, there is a chance she will get caught and die. If she
With
flies,
us. We
With
go
us,
with her.
With
Can
her.
I
Pass without a trace
Nice.
affects
Okay.
all of us.
okay, but then we're still carrying bear traps and potentially with the owlbear right on top of us already.
If she wild shapes into a bird, if this owl bear went after every bird it saw, it would be fucking frantic constantly. I mean, like constantly. There's birds in the
point
forest.
is, when would we know to set up the traps?
I can also.
When she sees it, everybody else sees it.
I hope you can see it from the,
She
from the
can-
air then.
What about this? We buy bear traps, or are we buying bear traps? That's my first question.
You can buy 2.
Okay,
I
great.
think we should.
I
Buy
think.
2, get 1 free. We bargain.
And I don't see the problem with getting poison, even if it doesn't kill it. I don't know why you think it has to be a one.
Why
Fucking
can't we put poison
solution?
on the bear traps?
Right, and then it'll get into its circulatory system. See?
I say
Fine.
Mose should fly ahead, see where the area is. I can connect to her mentally for up to 3 miles, and it'll last for 3 minutes. She can tell us where exactly it goes around, and we can set up the traps out either outside or inside our perimeter without being seen. How's
Where
that?
are you sending them?
Who's talking to
Your
me?
bag. Where are you sending
To fucking hell in a second.
them? Okay.
Okay.
I
Um,
also
luck.
think we
What?
should get sending
What?
stones. Because you
That's
can
a
only-
lot of money. I can connect to each of you mentally as long as I can see you, but it takes. But I can't do it like all at the same time. I disconnect from you, go to him,
Wait, you have to
disconnect.
see her.
I have
But
to
the
first. I have to see her, and then I can speak to her mentally within 3 miles
Then you
of
connect.
Even
each
if
other.
you can't see her after you connect her.
Yes, I believe if that's what I'm reading correctly. Yes,
That doesn't give us a lot of time, though, to...
and it lasts up to
No.
3 minutes. So I still. So
Oh,
I would
3
have.
minutes is not a lot. Yeah.
But I would still have connection to her. So if I lose the connection with her, I still have 3 minutes, and I could go. If I'm thinking of this correctly, probably not. But I can mentally connect to all of you if I wanted to.
Maybe there's some way that she can signal us when she's found it. That way you know
Do
to
I know
connect
how
with
much
her.
a something someone is?
They're not cheap.
When
They're not
you-
super expensive, but
I feel like we're
right now all
overthinking
of
this.
you are pretty poor.
What?
I feel like we're
Pretty sure.
overthinking this. Can just
We
like
are.
move
Tell that to
stealthily through the
woman's
woods and then
missing
just.
arm.
Yeah, go back into the infirmary and tell them that they overthought it.
No, we are possibly. I'm just saying.
Danielle, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I just say that Mo should go scout, see where the bear kind of roams around, and then we'll set traps around that perimeter.
Not all the way around.
No,
'cause then
not all the way
just
around,
in
but like
front of us, in between us and the... And
Right,
Yes.
like a line of protection. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like she's not going to be able to see it from the air, but let's see if she can find it to begin with.
It was from their story, if I recall correctly, the out bear came from the forest. It wasn't just roaming in the
No, it came.
grasslands.
It came from in the forest from.
They
Lord?
specifically said that they weren't near like a home. It just
was
attacked
in-
them out in the woods. There was
Yeah.
essentially there was no landmark. There was no home. There was no like. It's not like they were near its cave. They were just out in the middle of the
Depending
forest, and it came at them.
on the density of the forest, I might need to wild shape. If I'm doing wild shape, can I still hold pass without a trace? I cast that
Once you
first.
cast it, you can maintain concentration.
How long does it last? Cash out trace? It's an hour.
Yes.
One
that's
hour. It's got a 30-foot radius.
Yes, I believe.
I'd
big
like
woods.
to let you know that if you travel through the woods, I'm a ranger. I have extensive experience in woods. Even I couldn't move through stealthily enough, and that detected me before I detected it. I fear that if you go in the woods, even with the pass without a trace, we won't be there to help
As
you.
another creature.
Even as another creature, it's incredibly aggressive. It might just attack you.
So then what should we do? All go in together and get mauled one by one.
Pass without a trace altogether, and hopefully see it before it sees us.
I still say she should just scout.
That sounds
While
like a
we
suicide
walk
mission.
in, she scouts and we'll set up traps.
It was like a suicide mission. Just walk in and hope.
We'll take my expertise in being it. This time I know it's out there, and with pass without a trace, we can be much more stealthy.
Yeah, you're a ranger.
Dimitri,
who
what
doesn't
do you
like
think?
traps.
I've said already.
I know. Say it again.
Whatever you guys decide is fine. at
Great.
this point. Go along with whatever.
And if we see it before it sees us, then we can definitely set up traps.
I think regardless,
No.
No.
If we're within range to see it, We don't have time to set
It'll
up
hear
traps.
us setting up traps.
Yeah.
It'll
Right,
hear
because
go.
that doesn't. That
Clink,
doesn't.
clink, 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 clink.
Your
Alright,
spell
put the
doesn't
stick-
like silence anything around us, right?
Ow.
Veil of Shadows and Silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
So it probably won't shield or the sound of.
We'd have to like roll a ton of times for every fucking spring.
Yeah.
Clink roll, clink roll, clink roll. I mean, yeah, they'd be high rolls, but like, how high are we talking here?
What if
That's
we
what that
set it
trace
up
is, a
along
+10.
the
Yeah.
forest edge and have a plan of escape?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
We could do that. A plan of escape. That sounds like a good idea.
The plan of escape is my smoke bomb.
We got a plan of escape.
That's always been
what
my
if he
plan of
walks
escape.
through the fucking smoke bomb and sees us?
Then
And we die in the woods?
hell yeah.
From the story, it said is when it was blinded, it began to very aggressively attack a tree. As long
Is
as
it only blinded when it's within the smoke?
we throw smoke on it, it'll randomly attack whatever's nearby. As long as one of us gets a certain distance away, it'll blindly be attacking something. That'll give us time to escape.
Let's do it.
Where are we? Are we
You
just?
guys stopped. I said you guys
Right?
were leaving the town, and you stopped at the edge.
We're in
because
the
we
need to
middle
never
of the
left.
I
town
need to buy
talking.
bear traps, so let's buy two.
You
I
buy
buy
two
two bear
You buy 2 bear traps. 1 gold.
I'll take it out of the company credit card.
Oh, thank you.
The company card.
I was gonna have you guys start combat, but that planning montage. So.
Dodge!
Please let me start combat.
I was gonna, but that planning took a little bit. So instead, we will end this session with everyone leveling up.
Yeah!
So
Oh my
everyone
God.
can be level 4 now. So let's take care of those level ups right now at this table.
Oh
with
god,
everyone here.
blinding.
Obviously, I don't. You guys are only getting to level 4. Nobody's definitely going to be multi-classing this early. So let's get those.
Aye.
Let's get those hit points rolled. And you guys can look at. I believe a number of you probably already know what you'd want to do for your level 4. As some of you have de-leveled and gone back up. But level 4, this is your opportunity to either take. All of you will go up in hit points. Some of you, I don't believe anybody really gets any level 4 abilities, but you get either a feature or ability score improvement.
Oh!
Some of you know what that means.
I rolled an 8 on a d8!
Yay!
You said ones we get to re-roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get to reroll one.
Alright.
So the big thing, everyone else should understand this, and I definitely know
D6?
these 3 are 100% set. I believe you 2 are good. You might want to look at feats because you're now a sorcerer. So you might-
Oh, wait, I get the reroll!
was that a 1?
Yeah. Nah,
It's a
it's
2! Okay, so first
Like
off, we're going to go into your character sheet.
Like my physical one?
What?
Or is it just a 2 go?
Oh, no, you're
Is there,
one.
right?
Sorry,
So
just
we're
What are
say
you
going
talking
to
about?
go to
I rolled the
this.
2 for my hit points.
Roll the 2?
Yeah.
Manage
Yeah, so
HP.
Then you
Increase
roll
the roll by 2.
17. You totally rolled 17.
Yay.
What did you have to roll?
I
My hit
will
point.
happily take that.
Yeah, no, but like, what did you roll? You rolled a d what?
D6.
It's d6?
Yeah.
I went from
Yeah.
31 to 42.
There you go.
God damn. How do you're rolling
I rolled an
amazing.
8. Tough.
All right, so
What do
yours
I
is a
want?
D8. So you are going to roll either this guy or the pink one of it. So you're gonna roll that. 7. Nice. So we're gonna manage your HP. You are now 27 plus thing. So you have gone up in health. Apply that change. Now at level 4, you get either what's known as an ability score improvement or a feat. Feats give you new special abilities. So there's a whole bunch of them. And then ability score improvements just mean you can either add 2, right? It's 2 to 1 or 1 to 2 different ones. So you can either choose to get one new feat, which is a new kind of feature. That's what feats. It's a new feature. Some of them are alert, giving you advantage on initiative rolls and a +5 for that. Some of them are magic
Great.
initiate, giving you more spells and more cantrips. There's a whole bunch of feats depending on what you want. And then ability score improvement is just you get better at something.
Like, as far as
It physically goes up. So you like,
Dex
yeah. So like, if we were to look at your abilities right now, you got pretty good across the board. You could theoretically up something by 2, right? It's up something by 2. So you could bring your wisdom up from an 18 to a 20, or you could bring your dexterity from a 16 to an 18, giving you an added 1, bringing that from a +3 to a +4, or a +4 to a +5. That's one option. That just makes you better at something. Features gives you a new ability. There is Shield Master, which allows you to shove people with your shield and knock them down. There is there's 2 that is there is
I'll take point.
what is it? It's Warcaster. Yeah, Warcaster, which gives you advantage
Like I
on
said.
maintaining concentration on concentration spells.
Plan B.
Right,
Smoke bomb.
Warcaster is concentration, and you can
Advantage on concentration.
advantage on
spells,
concentration, and you can cast spells with one hand.
Yes.
Actually, with
Oh,
both hands.
Christ.
Actually,
like
I can
that.
look at this because I just.
So like Warcaster is like good for like for a lot of people, or when people are concentrating on a lot of spells. Whenever you get hit, you have to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. That gives you advantage on it.
You can use a.
You can use your reaction to. You can cast
That's
a
a-
cantrip as a reaction.
As an
So
attack of opportunity.
somebody's running away from you. Instead of having to hit them with a stick, you can be like, firebolt. So that's Warcaster is a cool one. There's a ton. There are a bunch. So if you want to look into feats, we can either look into it together, or you can take some time to read through them. And if you've got questions, Warcaster is a very common one, especially for druids, because it gives you, when you're in your wild shape and you're concentrating on a thing, somebody kicks you as a dog, and you're like, "Woo, woo," you can still maintain concentration on Pass Without a Trace. You have advantage on it.
I know why it's this. I rolled that.
Yeah.
Plus that.
Yeah, so it's plus 10.
I have 31 before. I have top one. I get an extra 1.
Yeah, tough gives you extra hit points. There's a whole bunch of other. There's stuff for if there is something that you want out of your character, we can generally find a feat that fits that.
Most feats also do come with at least like a +1, like
A good
increase
number
in
of them
ability
come
score
with an
by
ability
1.
score, so a number of them are like, oh, add 1 to this, so it slightly makes things
Yeah,
better.
so you could increase like Dex.
But
so,
everyone
like,
else has
12
rolled their
to-
HP and dealt
Yeah.
with that. Rerolled 1s. You guys, I believe a number of you, you're probably already set. Mark's probably already set. I know you're 100% set.
I'm just breaking stuff again.
I don't know what I want.
Yeah, I'm like, you might want to look now that you're a sorcerer. There's some pretty cool stuff.
I know, but I don't know what one.
Do you use a lot of concentration spells?
Kind of cool. What?
I would go
Do you use a
through,
lot of
the way I
concentration
would do it
spells?
is I would
Do you
go
use
through
spells that
just
require
go
concentration,
through the D&D
like in
website
combat?
and just
Examples
look
would
at
be
the
like
feats.
Blur.
There is
No, I don't
a
have
whole
any of
bunch
that.
of them.
Okay, so Warcaster's probably not the best
Do
thing
you
for you.
like meta magic?
Yeah, there's a whole ton of different feats and
Never mind,
options
you've never used it.
for them. So if you
That's
have
why
any
you're sorcerer
ideas
too,
of
so
something,
helpful.
I can try to help you find a feat that meets that. But you'll have until next week to actually pick that feat.
Yeah, you
We'll
haven't had a
end it right
combat
here- we'll
encounter
end
as
it
a
right
sorcerer
here.
yet, right?
That way everyone will
Well,
No.
not a whole
enter
lot.
the forest at level 4.
Yay.
So I'll take point.
And I will end our session there. Good job, everybody. You escaped the maze. You got out. Almost got to fighting another.
Yay.
Good night.
Spell